just spawned in my as well.
All right. Welcome to another episode 179 of BTBC. This is the day after the Royal Rumble. We hope you guys enjoyed the Royal Rumble. If you did, good. If you didn't, well, that sucks. A lot of stuff to talk about today. Coming off the heels of the Royal Rumble, we are officially in WrestleMania season. Now we're definitely on the road to WrestleMania, and some roads look clear, some roads don't, and we're going to talk about all of that and much more today. I'm one of your hosts, Rod. Oh, and just to let you all know, WrestleSpot will not be here today, and Jay, well,
surprisingly,
no, but we'll see. He said maybe, so I'm just gonna say no. He's not gonna be on today. But I'm one of your hosts, Rod. Tommy.
Chat. It is Tommy BTBC. We are sad. We had to say goodbye to a very special wrestler yesterday. As far as the ring goes, he's not fucking dead or anything. As far as the ring goes, AJ Styles. So we'll get into that. Obviously, you guys know me. Big TNA guy. AJ Styles is a huge reason why. But yeah, man, just another GOAT gone, you know. I saw a stat. It said in the last 2 months we lost Tanahashi, AJ Styles, and John Cena. Fucking crazy. But again, I'm your host, one of your hosts, Tommy. Ghost, go ahead, man.
Oh, I'm going next. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the day after the Rumble, and oh yes indeed, we do have some things to talk about. Especially about a certain winner. Not on the women's side.
That's
got some things to talk about. Rumble was cool. And AJ Styles. See you on Wednesdays, buddy.
Yeah, we'll see.
Lee.
Yo, Lee.
Yo,
What? Hey,
How you doing?
hey guys. Drew McIntyre is still your WWE champion. We were in day
Zay,
20.
I will call you.
Yo. We are in day 23 of the greatest WWE championship run of all fucking time, everyone.
Oh, brother in Christ, he did retain.
He retained like.
Hey, Zay, matter of fact, you want to come up now?
Yeah, bring him up
come on,
now.
Zay.
Bring him up now.
Come on, Zay.
I'm actually going to need Zay for this one. There we go.
Doesn't Zay love AJ Styles? Yeah, bring him up.
We're not going to talk about the men's one currently right now.
Come on, Zay. Come on.
We're going to talk about the women's one, but
Ants, I'd rather die.
Come on, Ghost. Acknowledge him.
Zay, I'm gonna send you the link to your Discord.
There's your one, fucker.
It's gonna be in your DMs.
Hey, fuck you.
Oh, wait, wrong link. Hold on.
Yo, Rod.
He's number one, and he's also number two.
I sent him the actual YouTube link, not the stream.
Ghost, I hope you get it all out tonight, man.
Oh, I will. Don't worry, I will. I will
You're
tonight.
gonna have a.
All right.
Your road to WrestleMania is gonna be very slow because Roman is.
Yeah, and defend him. Yeah.
All right,
We're gonna start off by talking about the women's one. Man,
Classy winner, by the way.
the women's Royal Rumble match was the better of the two. And just like most years, the women's, at least the last couple of years, I would say 2023, has been the overall better women's Royal Rumble match. And look, the winner was great. I mean, I think everybody kind of assumed or predicted that Liv Morgan would win this match, and rightfully so. They went with a safe pick. She was not a bad pick by any means. I thought the first 20 some odd minutes of this match, well, they started off very slow. The crowd surprisingly was very into a majority of the match. One person in particular who I thought they were very into was Kiana James, which was pretty surprising, and she had a spectacular showing. She lasted almost 20 minutes in the match, which is something I could not have predicted. But let's hope that's a sign of great things to come for her. Lash Legend shined like none other in this match, as well as Soruka. I thought those three women were like the biggest bright spots in terms of younger talent that you would want to showcase in this match. And actually, I agree with Ant. I just finished. I didn't finish it, but I just watched parts of like the women's Royal Rumble match, and I could actually say that once Lash actually showed up, the match did start to pick up. One of the gripes that I have with this match is the elimination of Jordan Grace. I thought she Lash eliminated her, but I just didn't think she was in there for that much long. I thought she should have been in there longer. The one thing that stands out to me in this match is the build of the women's tag division. I think we're gonna see a major match come WrestleMania for the women's tag division, and that match is probably gonna feature the Bella Twins. I think the Bella Twins will be involved in some sort of multi-woman type of match at WrestleMania for the women's tag team champions, with obviously Rhea and Io being the two women that do go into WrestleMania as the tag team champs. I think we'll see probably Lash legend Nia Jax a part of that as well. We will probably see what's the other team I'm thinking of?
Charlotte and Alexa.
Yeah, probably Charlotte and Alexa. We'll see how that goes, but I don't see them splitting up just yet. I know they just had a mishap yesterday in the Royal Rumble, but I think that's something that we'll see over time, and the breaking point could realistically be WrestleMania if they don't capture the titles, which I don't think they will. But to be quite honest, that was one thing that really stood out to me in this match, was that in particular, that the women's tag team championship match is probably going to get somewhat of a big match at WrestleMania. The other thing, outside of the women that obviously shined in this match, I thought a lot of women got their shine. One in specific was Natty. I thought Natty went in there and she did a great job for the time that she was given. New music for her finally brought her her gimmick that she had been portraying at some of these other companies, which I think is really cool, because she definitely needed that. She was somebody who, well, the character that she had already ran its course, and now she's being able to use this character. Becky Lynch treated like an absolute jobber. I mean, I just did not expect that. She got tossed out by Natty in pretty embarrassing fashion. Natty just picked her up and just dumped her over the top rope like she's not a four-time former women's world champion.
Natty,
former Rumble winner.
Dude.
So and like also a former Rumble winner as well. Like, she's one of the best of all time, and Natty just said, "No, you're just a jobber."
She won a chamber too.
Yeah. But that was one thing that definitely infuriated me. But I got to talk about the end, because the last three women in this match absolutely cooked up.
Peak.
This might be my favorite ending to a women's Royal Rumble match. Sol Ruca, Tiffany Stratton, and Liv Morgan absolutely went bonkers for like the last five or so minutes of the match. They were spots after spots after spots, like they were moving. Sol Ruca, I think if there's one thing that you can tell from Royal Rumble matches is who the WWE decides to focus on in terms of their young talent. And if they get strong showings in these Rumble matches, it usually tells you, yeah, WWE views them as a potential future star, which Sol Ruca and Lash Legend got that treatment. More so Sol Ruca as well, because I do believe her performance towards the end of this match was phenomenal. I thought she was the MVP of this match. I thought she was the biggest winner. I know we all know Liv Morgan won, but I think Sol Ruca came out the biggest winner of this match. The crowd was super invested into her even before she when her entrance music hit, and the crowd was even more invested when she was in the match and she was in the final three. The fact that she's in there with two former world champions and she's the only NXT person in that final three, that just tells you a lot of what the WWE really thinks about her. The final sequence of all three women outside on the ropes, that is a sequence we've seen them use over the last couple of years. If you think back to 2024, it was like Liv Morgan, Bayley, and I forgot who the third woman was. I believe it was probably like Jade Cargill or something. Again, three women hanging on the ropes. Same thing. You go back to 2023. Liv Morgan is again featured in that spot alongside Asuka and Rhea Ripley. So kind of a little bit of callbacks to both those Rumbles, and just that sequence of them three just hanging by the ropes. And that sequence at the end, oh man, it was just chef's kiss. It was amazing. This was by far the better Rumble match, and I think it's one of the best women's Royal Rumble matches. I'll be honest. I think the last 10 entrants of this match are they're just great, and I thought they did great with the pacing of the match, the back half of it. So, what do y'all think? Wait, actually, before one of you go, Zay is here.
What's good? Talk good.
Look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't show.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Whoa!
It's been a while. Hold on.
The last time we saw
What's
you,
good,
Zay, you were trying to rage
Yo,
bait.
Lee, shut up.
What is good, BTBC? I'm sorry. It has been a while. I got y'all a little mixed up. But
Did you move your setup again?
What do you mean move the setup?
I swear I thought you did. Anyway, Zay's here, guys. Clap it up for Zay, you know. Again, last time he was here, Tommy was pissed, but that's none or the other. Women's Rumble. I'm gonna be real. I felt like it was boring until the end.
Lash, bro.
Lash was cool. Yeah, absolutely. Lash was cool.
I think it was from Lash when she started to go on that fucking run where she was just eliminating people left and right.
By the way, saying Lash is overrated is crazy work. Saudi, get a grip.
Oh, Saudi. I don't know.
Has she even been on TV long enough to be rated?
No, it's Saudi Arabia. They're racist and they're sexist.
Bro,
They
all
get
I'm
taxed.
gonna say is, as far as the Saudi crowd goes, and then we get right back into the match. As far as the crowd goes, I don't even want to address them. I don't even want to address them.
I'll address them in a certain match.
They shouldn't even have. They shouldn't have been there. I'm gonna be honest. The crowd was ass.
Yes.
I'll say this about the Women's Rumble. I actually quite like the Rumble for the most part. I thought it was a solid Rumble. Nothing spectacular, but it was a solid Rumble. I like the entrance. I like the showcasings we got to see. Can we pray for Jordan Grace's ribcage though? I know I'm not the only one that's seen that. Sol Ruka hit her with some bullshit. I don't know what that was. But I thought that was fun. The Brie Bella return was cool.
Oh, brother.
I know the Bella twins aren't popular, but I'm a 2010s baby. What the fuck can I say, bro?
I loved it, man. I just love seeing the crowd just get super invested into her coming out. Yeah. I mean, like they definitely did, and then I loved it, man. Like she hadn't been seen in a ring in a very long time, and I thought she didn't really look out of place either. I thought she did fine.
She did.
Did you guys notice that Tiffany at 30 didn't really get a pop at all? She didn't get a pop.
Not really.
Brie Bella.
I'm gonna watch this again. I'm gonna watch this again right now. There's no way.
That is Brie Bella at the end.
No,
like
fair, but it's like
I think people underestimate how big like the Bella army really is. Like that is that is like a real thing, by the way. Like that is real popularity.
Returning, like she's supposed to be your gal, and then
you can't compare a Tiffany Stratton pop to Brie Bella. I think that's
especially when it's not a joke when people say like the Bella twins made an entire generation men. That's not a joke. Like it's but it's not.
I think you're being disingenuous with that.
Okay, Tommy, I see what you mean. Yeah, it's not as big as Brie Bella's, obviously.
Yeah, I don't know what that means though.
I mean, I don't like her, so I don't give a fuck. I don't like Tiffany. Fuck her.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that is a little disingenuous. A return.
Well, I'm just saying, you came out at 30. I'm sure Triple H had a. I mean, they should just swap them. In my opinion, we didn't need Tiffany at 30.
Oh yeah, 100%. They should have swapped them.
Yeah, we didn't need Tiffany at 30.
Hey, man.
We did not need Tiffany. My point is just another year where Triple H has, well, not even has an opportunity to make 30 decent, and he fumbles 30 for the women at least. For the women.
But I'll say outside of that, I actually was really enjoying the Rumble. I feel like, granted, I came into the show very excited. You know, I feel like every fan gets that little buzz before the Rumble.
Oh, for sure.
I came into the show quite excited because I enjoyed the beginning of the match. Lash's showcase, I thought, showed her pretty well as a powerhouse while also working around some of those existing limitations. I will somewhat agree with Tommy said. If we're not just that she came out and trying to compare the pop to Brie, but if we're comparing Tiffany's pop to maybe some other people on the roster, it did seem a tad underwhelming, right? I do think that lackluster women's title run hurt her popularity a lot, right? But that is still to be seen. I mean, Mania's coming soon, so I guess we'll really see how that popularity is suited as she gets back into where she fits on the card. Hopefully not against Jade, but we'll see.
I think Rhea should have probably just came off 30. You know what it is? I think everybody was expecting Bianca Belair.
Yeah.
Now
I don't know
that's
why.
a whole topic of conversation. That is very interesting because it's been nearly a year. We're 10 months into this whole thing of her not being around, and it begs a question like, what the hell is going on? Like,
Yeah.
there's no way a finger takes this long.
I think
to really heal.
she has to break it again and then have it heal. Something's going on that's not healing right. It's clearly not.
Well, the thing is like we haven't heard anything, so like I don't.
I'm not one to speculate, but I think there may have been something that coincided with the injury that's made her be out this long.
I think she's
draw said
pregnant.
that too. Yeah,
That's what I'm starting to think as well.
the draw said that too, bro.
I would, you feel me? I would think, I'm just speaking as the man personally, right? I'm not gonna, put anything out there. I'm saying, my lady out for an extended period of time with an injury that's not really finna like, get in the way. You can protect the finger while you're consummating the marriage, if you will. Something might happen. That's why something may just happen. You feel me?
Who knows, man? All I know is that she's needed bad,
and it doesn't seem like she's returning anytime soon for a WrestleMania match either.
Oh,
this
I'm
is
about to say she's awfully quiet too.
Yeah, there's some, I don't know. There's something really odd and eerie about this whole situation, whatever it is. And it's unfortunate because now this was the perfect time to have her come back, and the fact that she doesn't even come back for the Rumble is alarming to me because now it almost seems like, well, you're not gonna have a return on a random Monday night or Friday night SmackDown, and you're not gonna have. I'm sorry, I just don't see a scenario in which she
what we
returns
do, man?
at Elimination Chamber.
I think
This was the perfect time, and I didn't think she was. I don't think she was gonna win the Rumble either way. I think she, again, I think this was Liz Morgan's time, and well deserved because, runner up several times last year. She was in the top 3. How crazy, I think back to her journey. This is a girl who was a part of the Riot Squad, which was I don't know if you know this era, Tommy, the Riot Squad when she was a part of the Riot Squad with Sarah Logan and Ruby Riot. They were just like a whatever team. I don't know how much creative really viewed them as much of anything.
They were around when there was no women's tag titles.
Yeah, and to see her evolution, and even when she won the women's title for the first time, not when she won it, the women's world title. I'm not gonna say. I'll talk about the SmackDown one when she won it off of Ronda Rousey. Even then, it almost seemed like she wasn't a serious competitor. It was almost like, oh, we're gonna give her the title, see how she does. And unfortunately, she didn't do all that great. But I think that's the whole process of maturing and getting better as a performer. And I think she's done that. And her journey here has been quite one that is well documented. And I think it's one of the more how do I say this? It's one of those journeys that you have to feel for. It's a really cool one, I will say. And I think her winning the Rumble now, and she's most likely going to win the title at WrestleMania. I think whichever way it goes, whether it's Stephanie Becerra, whether it's Raquel Rodriguez, I think she's going to be the one walking out of WrestleMania as the Women's World Champion.
We'll see.
I'm about to say I'm not that confident yet, just because I feel like if it's Vaquer still, it's still a little shaky, just because I don't know if Triple H is done giving Vaquer big wins, But I do understand if we give the title to Liv. I feel like that's one of those matches where I don't think is necessarily a wrong answer, to be honest. But No, I'm extremely happy that Liv won the Rumble. I think it was like you said, it was her time. It was the right decision. Well, I mean, based off her character, I know that these next couple months are going to be extremely entertaining with her being a Rumble winner now. She's going to be even more annoying. So it's going to be great. But no, I mean, I'm happy with it. As far as that part goes, I have no complaints. Liv should have won it. So the right winner won.
I'm interested to see how they go though, because there is technically 3 paths you can kind of go here. And it's very interesting because you have
only one makes sense though, for being honest.
What do you mean?
I think
Jay?
well,
why only one?
I think
Because-
all 3 of them kind of make sense in
Yeah.
in a way. I mean, the Stephanie and Liv one, I mean, you know, obviously that's a story that they can kind of do, you know, it's not something that they've ever visited. Like it's new, it's fresh. So
Especially
like
if
it's something
she's
that they can
beating
kind of
Raquel.
they can kind of tell, you know.
Yeah.
And then there's another one where it kind of came to play out last night, which was Liv eliminating Raquel. Now, obviously, Raquel has a
Mhm.
women's world title match opportunity tomorrow against Stephanie McCare in a Philly street fight. And this is where it's interesting because does Raquel win this? Because I think the other possibility is Raquel wins this match, wins the world title, and then we see Liv Morgan face her. Now, the third possibility is the one that I myself love the most. With the third possibility being that Raquel does win tomorrow night, and Liv Morgan kind of reassures her that she's not going to pick her. We get a women's elimination chamber match, and Roxanne wins that. Roxanne's going to be facing Raquel. And we kind of get the triple threat of Liv Morgan, Raquel, and Roxanne for the women's World Title at WrestleMania.
No, that's tough.
And I think that scenario, to me, I think is the best one. I think the story of the Judgment Day has to come to a conclusion.
Just because it's Roxanne winning the chamber and I love her so much, I love it already.
I think it's the best scenario.
Right.
I
would say personally, I think the best way to play this breakdown of the Judgment Day, at least from the women's side, is a little more long term. I would say with Raquel, Liv, and Roxanne, you have 3 women that you could really, you know, tell a super compelling story with over the year based around this breakup, right? Especially since I think the Judgment Day breakup should actually be initiated by Dom and Finn. So the women themselves should kind of be like, you know, their own little pocket story. Yeah. For me, the only one that makes sense is Raquel winning the championship. Yeah, I said the right name. Raquel winning the championship tomorrow night, right? Liv not saying that she's gonna face Raquel, but earlier in the night you have Liv say that she's going for the title that she previously had, right? So then you get the weird setup where it's Liv already picked this championship, right? But Raquel is the current champion. So then you play that going into Mania. You obviously have the Judgment Day fall apart due to Dom and Finn, which should likely be the Mania match if we're gonna, you know, use our logic, right? And then Liv and Raquel are having this tension. They're not breaking up, right? You really do play it like a friendly competition until we get closer to the event. As you have Raquel defend the championship in the chamber, and then after the chamber, Liv turns on her. Eyes on the title, whatever, right?
Ant's comment is kind of where I'm kind of leaning towards. That's
about right, yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm thinking this story is gonna go, because I'm with Tuesday. I think it's gonna be kind of a more sort of a slower burn, but I think this is how they're gonna start that slow burn. Raquel's kind of like, so you're really like, I know you won the Rumble and shit, so you got the opportunity and shit. Not only did you eliminate me, I let that go, but now you're like, come on, you're in the way. You know, that's what I think is gonna happen.
What I think the story is also, because I like I said, right, I think this is the most obvious scenario, right? I think we're gonna get probably Stephanie versus Liv at WrestleMania. Yeah. What I think the story is technically calling for, judging by how Raquel has been booked, I think the eventual end of this storyline is Raquel being the one who beats Liv for the title. I think she's the
disagree.
one that benefits
That
the
would be
most out of
tough.
this story.
That
I
would be tough.
disagree. I would say another way I could see this being played is if we're saying Stephanie wins the championship, right? I
Mhm.
could then see Raquel winning the chamber to challenge for Stephanie's title again
Yeah.
because Liv hasn't chosen anyone. Right?
I think they're gonna wait with the live
Yeah, I
live
think-
decision till after the
yeah.
chamber. Yeah,
Yeah.
They should. I think they. Yeah.
they should though.
Add
It
a
would be the
That's
smartest
because
thing.
I
It would
think,
add a
I
lot
think they
more.
set up. I think they set up Raquel challenging for Stephanie's title again, and then Liv is like, I want the title. Or you do set up Liv and Stephanie, and then you have Raquel find her way into that match herself. Either
This
way, I think a
chamber-
triple threat between those three could go well, because then you have Liv walk out of Mania with the title, as
Yep.
she should, right? You can do a Liv and Raquel feud where you have Liv come out on top. And I think the person who actually benefits the most is Roxanne. And that's why I would say maybe you have her win Money in the Bank, and she's the one who takes the title off of Liv.
Well, yes, I do agree with you. I'm just going based off the fact of Roxanne feels like the third wheel in this story. That's why that's typically
That's why I'm saying
this.
that's why I'm saying I feel like she would benefit the most from actually
would.
ending the year with the
Yeah,
championship.
yeah.
Right?
Yep.
You know, everyone had her in the backlog or whatever, but she's the one that comes out at the end and is like, no, I'm taking
it's
the championship.
I think she's number 3 to no fault of her own. I just think the
Liv and
comments that
Raquel
Kevin
have more
Nash
history.
and also the comments that Kevin Nash made about Raquel lit a fire under her, and she's been an exponentially better performer since those comments. I mean,
Yeah.
you can see the charisma kind of oozing off her now.
Yeah.
She's been
She stopped
exceptional.
she stopped trying to move like she Rhea Ripley and started moving like Raquel.
Yeah.
Mhm.
She's moving like her NXT days realistically, where this powerhouse that's like really good, and she's very talented, and like you said, there is a lot of history there between Raquel and Liv, and I think that's gonna play a huge part into what we're gonna see for not just till WrestleMania, but I think for a majority of the year. No, I wouldn't. I don't know if I'd extend it. I don't know if I'd extend it a whole year. I think that's way too long. I think we've been kind of long overdue on a Judgment Day, like
That's what I'm saying. I think you come out of Mania with Liv and Raquel as the feud, right? You play that for 2-3 PLEs, and then you kind of cool off it. You have Liv challenge some other people. You have her expand who she's fighting for the title, and then Roxanne just kind of sneaks up on her and takes the championship.
So by this point, these three women are kind of now dispersed from each
That's
other.
when Roxanne sneaks in and takes the title. Everyone's split up. The Judgment Day breakup is done, so to speak.
I think
Roxanne gets that last laugh.
I'm interested because I think Liv is obviously this is going to be her moment. WrestleMania will be her moment. She's getting but I think over the next span of several months, I think we're going to see Raquel kind of get her moment, and as well as Roxanne. And who knows, maybe because Roxanne is younger, maybe it isn't that fast of maybe her moment comes next year, in beating somebody else that's not Liv or whatever. The way I look at it from what they're kind of giving me right now is I think Raquel is the eventual put over person in this one, and she's the one that's made to look really good.
I think a good reason why this Rumble was so good to me is that that's also a possibility. You take it out to SummerSlam, Roxanne runs away with it. But I would say another reason I feel like this Rumble was good, it really left WWE in a place where they could tell good, compelling stories in their women's division, right? You could do a thing where your next women's champions are Raquel, Liv, Roxanne, Lyra.
Literally.
Yeah.
Roxanne and Lyra got the history, literally.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. You set those are 4 world champions that are all going to help establish your brand. Raquel never been world champion. Give it to her. I don't think she's been world champion. I might be wrong.
No, she hasn't. She hasn't even gotten close. This is the
I was about to say
closest
just
that she's-
NXT, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
just NXT. Yeah.
I'll say this helps establish her as
Been a
someone
while now.
who could go for the title. You give it to Liv for a good chunk of the year so that you have an established name who you know is going to run, the fans are going to love, etc., etc. You build a star with Roxanne as she sneaks up and gets it from Liv, right? And then you have someone that you've been slowly building in the background through your mid-card division, through exponential stories with names that matter, such as Becky Lynch, Bailey,
Bailey, yep.
etc. You have Lyra come in and be a real contender for that championship come early next year.
And
I
even if
like
you leave like the that specific world title scene, you have a potential brewing like you have a potential brewing story between Asuka and Kyrie.
Yeah,
I mean, Kyrie eliminated Asuka, not intentionally, but still, it's something that they're gonna visit.
Yeah.
Now, whether that story comes to head even as soon as the next month or so remains to be seen.
I think
But,
I think that's gonna be a Mania match, and I think that's good because that gives. I'm saying WWE's such a good place to tell good stories because you have, for the first time in a long time, compelling undercard stories that are not attached to any title, that are just stories for these wrestlers. You have good tag stories to tell, good mid card stories to tell, and good main card stories to tell. You have
They
things
just
that you
gotta
can
tell
do.
them.
yeah.
All you gotta do is put that shit on screen.
Yeah.
They've set them up. Realistically, they're
Yes.
like setting up. Charlotte and Alexa's another one.
Yes.
That's
another
another one that's like ready to be played out. But I think
Brewing, I think Charlotte and Alexa do need a little bit more time. I do think
Yeah, I
that's
will
more
say
of a
yes.
SummerSlam explosion.
yep.
But I would say, like I said, Liv Raquel, that whole story. You have Becky Lynch looking. I heard Rod say she kind of looked like a jobber, but I disagree. I think this is a good way to actually help the mid card because you're not presenting Becky as too big for the mid card, right? You're treating her
That's true. Yeah.
like a mid carder, right? So then whoever takes that title off of Becky and like officially gets to run with it, which I think is gonna be Natalia, right? Or Natty, right? I think Natty ends up having it for a while, and then we see a little younger, maybe a Soruka, maybe someone a little younger on the card end up taking it from Natty, right? But that's a compelling story to tell there, where you're having Becky use her status and what she means to the fans to help someone who, while being one of the best pure wrestlers on the roster and has been one of the best pure fucking wrestlers on the roster for God knows how long, and I've been preaching it for God knows how long. Tommy knows what I'm talking about. I got bullied plenty of time on TikTok for talking about Natty is like that. She just isn't booked like that. But you can have Natty mean something to the fans with a character that's going to help elevate a younger star when she eventually loses, and then you can move Becky to SmackDown.
Which needs help. Gosh.
Oh my god.
Needs help.
It's the only women. It's the only part of the women's division that
has
realistically needs help.
nothing.
Yeah.
It is only Raw.
Yeah.
And
SmackDown at least has like the women's tag teams, kind
but
of.
even then, the champions are on Raw.
Yeah, the champions are on Raw. Yeah.
Yo, but hold on though. The champions can travel brands though.
They can.
They
Well, yeah,
can-
that's what
but they're
I-
just
primarily
but
on
they're,
Raw.
they're
they are
focused on
primarily on
Raw.
Raw.
They're focused on Raw. The other thing, Zay, is it also opens up the door. You said Soruka, who this was already kind of like the foundation built of her, because
Right.
we're already seeing her mix it up with some of
we
these
seen
women.
what this role did for Roxanne last year.
Yeah, exactly. It put her in a prominent position, and she did a great job this year. She had a phenomenal year, wrestled the most matches, I think, of any woman. Might be any competitor, realistically.
Yeah.
I think she had the most matches overall.
Yeah. And another one who I think benefited a lot from this match, even though coming into it, she was just a nobody, was Kiana James. I think she benefited so much out of this match.
She looked great.
I wish I was streaming my reactions, but I literally said when Kiana James came out, the first thing I said is, why is her theme song this fire, but it's never on TV?
Yeah.
And she
'Cause
got
she's
in the
always
ring.
attached to Julia.
Right. And she got in the ring and she started moving, and I was like, wait.
Crowd was popping for her.
I was like, I was like, wait, Shorty can actually go? I was like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
Why is she just carrying a purse around?
Yeah.
Why is she just now getting into the ring, bro? Like, yeah, bro, why is she good and we're doing bullshit?
Hey, Jade, that's how you use the Performance Center. Just saying.
Good cook, Tommy. Good cook.
And for those people out there who believe the Performance Center doesn't work, well, there's obviously some really good examples out in both Rumbles, because we'll talk about the men's and Trick and Javon and Oba, that the Performance Center does work. But yeah, it honestly sets that up for her. And the other one that was really interesting, because I don't know if you caught a glimpse at this, Zay, you saw them teasing Julia, Io Sky, Julia, Oscar.
Oh, did they?
I seen them, bro.
Man.
I see they try to put a little bit of effort into it, but I also see maybe a little spark of this feels like Asuka or Io stepping in to be like, hold on, the fans are gonna appreciate this a standoff. Let's give it a second.
Yeah.
I feel that.
I don't feel like this is Triple H purposely trying to slide Julia into that picture a little bit, because you look at her U.S. title run, he ain't trying to slide her even on TV. But but I do think this might have been Asuka or Io being like, yo, hold on, wait a second. This is the beautiful madness.
Yeah.
And I hope Triple H pays attention to that.
And that's how great they are as performers, because maybe, like I said, I don't know. This is just me saying, maybe they get in trouble for it because maybe it wasn't a spot that was supposed to be booked. But then again, so what if you get in trouble for it? It gives like the people backstage like, oh, the people clearly want this, because there was clearly
I will say, I don't think it was something that was booked, because then you don't see any exchanges. Typically, when you see Rumble face-offs that are actually produced into the match, you see it kind of like, oh, like they're the only two in the ring, or all this fighting is happening, they lock eyes type thing. Right?
I want to give a shout out to Charlotte Flair. I thought Charlotte Flair didn't do too much, but did enough to sell for the women.
She played a beautifully quiet role in that Rumble.
Yes.
Yeah,
she was quiet, but like in the times that her spot was called, she was selling for the women that needed to, whoever she needed to sell for, she was doing just that.
Mm-hmm.
And I just thought, again, her selling for Lash and saying like, Lash eliminating her, that's big. That's big time. So, and that's another one. Like, sure, Lash is in a tag team right now, but there's already a seeds planted there of like, this is somebody you got to watch out for. I think this match did the perfect encapsulation of what the Royal Rumble typically should be. And it should be, while we build to getting whoever's going to win at the end, right? You get throughout the match. And this is why I believe that, like, if you're not going to give us returns, surprises, the one trade-off that you could give me is building new stars. And I thought that this match did exactly that.
It did. And I only wish that this man kept the same philosophy when he booked the other Rumble, but we'll get to that.
Yeah, and we'll talk about that. That match was the complete opposite.
Epic.
That match was the complete
I'm gonna need a minute when we get to that.
Me and Zay will be slandering that bitch.
That match, unfortunately, was.
Yo, chill on Roman. The fuck?
No. Matter of fact,
Lee,
Rod,
there's three
I'm not gonna
words
lie.
I want to say to you, but
me and Lee are
like
the minority here. I'm okay with it.
Yo, Tommy.
Oh, you are? That perfect.
Crazy.
2v2.
You know what?
That. There we go.
Yo, Tommy.
You know what?
Tommy.
I'm not gonna do all that, Lee, but I'm okay with it.
Don't
the
run.
Women's Rumble was fantastic, but I do think the other two matches are quicker hits, so maybe we could jump to those so niggas can get this off their chest.
We'll talk. We're gonna talk about the Punk and AJ Styles one right now.
Oh,
Sorry, Gunther and AJ Styles. we'll and then obviously after this we'll talk about Drew and Sammy, but there's probably not much to talk about there.
Yeah,
But let's talk about Gunther and AJ Styles.
Can we just let me have a glaze fest on that one?
Oh my god!
It was like a
Fine.
blowout basketball game, right? There's no need.
So for Gunther and AJ Styles, I'm already know who I'm gonna start off with, and Tommy, you're gonna give your thoughts off first.
Da, 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 da,
No, shut
da.
up. Ghost.
What? You just did.
Ghost, shut up.
Get your thing off your chest, bro.
Oh man.
Tommy, you want to take the stage?
No.
He's nervous.
Yeah, Tommy's gonna go first.
Tommy, the floor is yours. Rod, pull screen.
No.
All right,
Let's
y'all.
take the
So,
I would like to say before he starts, he's this emotional, and watch this man be in Australia in a couple weeks.
bruh, and I
Thank
would
you,
be
Zay.
so,
Thank
I would
you.
be so happy
Thank
if
you.
it happened, but it has to happen. It has to happen.
All right, Tommy, go ahead, bro.
Oh man. So, damn, dude. Just I don't even know what to say to. Oh my god.
How do you do that pose? No. The
I
other
can't. AJ Styles, man. I mean, he was obviously one of my favorite wrestlers to ever walk the earth. He's carried TNA. I mean, he showed New Japan. To me, in my opinion, he was one of the ones that really, really put New Japan in the U.S. market for real. So that's another company I feel like he really, really helped out. And then, obviously, with him coming to WWE, Cena being as great as he was to AJ Styles, respecting AJ Styles when he got here. So even the WWE Universe got to feel and see how great of a performer AJ Styles really is. And I just hate that it's for now, because I know what the rumors are. I know what people are saying online. And I hate that it is over now. It's hard for me to even get words right now, because AJ Styles is one of those guys, man. When TNA was going on what was it, Spike, when they were going head to head with WWE? I forgot what channel it was. It was just before that. It was just like, bruh, this guy with the short hair. Who is this guy? Who is that? Who's this? Because this is when he was hanging with Kurt Angle and shit. Who is this with Kurt Angle, bruh? But then I did my research, found out that this nigga's phenomenal, bruh. Like Ring of Honor, New Japan, WWE, TNA. It doesn't matter, bro. He's going to put on great matches. He doesn't have too many bad matches. Sorry, I mean Shinsuke. Shinsuke, WWE Shinsuke. But we even fixed that. We even got that right. We fixed that. So it's just, I just hate to see him go if he's really leaving. And as far as him leaving, I really don't know what to say. I'm gonna be honest, chat. I don't like being emotional. So let's talk about the match. Who wants to talk about the match?
I do.
Let's get
You know
into that.
I do.
Let's get into the
Real
match.
quick though, on AJ Styles, since he just weeped, right?
Yeah.
Look, AJ Styles did great in WWE. The 10 years he put into that company were spectacular. I was an AJ Styles kid growing up through and through, right? I love that shit, right? However, looking at the way that he went out, right, there was one name that came to mind about that whole retirement. Adam Copeland.
Oh, brother in Christ. Where are you going with this?
He went
I
out
think I know
there.
where he's going.
He went out there. He had a spectacular match. He said goodbye to the crowd, said goodbye to the company he gave so many great years
I
to,
know.
right?
Never mind.
Oh, and then he spent about 2 to 3 weeks, in a warehouse with a crash mat, going, can I still, can I move like this? Can I do that? Right? And then that nigga came to Tacoma, Washington, to a bunch of fireworks talking about, you thought you knew me. This is exactly what's gonna happen. AJ Styles.
We had the emergency stream that day.
AJ Styles is about to spend about 2 to 3 weeks with a crash mat. See if he can still do a spinal tap or two. and then he's about to show up in Australia or
Ugh.
or Las Vegas for
Oh.
Revolution.
Are you
It
ready?
It's LA. Is it LA or Vegas? I'm not sure.
Vegas.
Vegas, right? He's gonna
Vegas.
show up, right? Or one of those two, right? And then in a couple months, we're gonna be watching him versus Will Ospreay for the AEW World Championship. I
No,
promise.
that would be absolutely fucking amazing.
Matter of
So,
fact,
Tommy, why aren't you embracing it?
I just don't want to have false hope.
Look,
That's all.
my-
It's not false hope.
it's not.
It's
Did you
very-
not, Tommy? Did you
Look,
not see
because
this
he's-
nigga in the ring against?
But okay, no, I get what you guys are saying, but there has been multiple times where he has said on a record he'd rather go out on top. He'd rather be a family man. He doesn't want to do all this bouncing around shit. Like
Right.
he said these things before.
Hear me though, right? You have to look at the history of what's going on, right? The last time his contract was about to expire was what year, Tommy? 2019.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah,
Right.
yeah.
He
No, I
was
just
going-
got back into wrestling then.
he was going to sign with AEW and debut on the first Dynamite.
That would have been insane. Holy shit.
He was going to be like that big moment that the Inner Circle had at the end. That instead was going to be AJ and the OC, the Good Brothers. That was going to be the big spectacle, and they were going to set up them versus the Elite. Right? And then he re-signed with WWE. Talking about, oh, this is the last contract I'm going to sign, all that other blah, 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 right? And now, here we are. The contract's about to expire again. AEW is still the hot up-and-coming company, right? It is still the one place they want to see everyone go. AEW just freed up a fuck ton of money because whenever they decide, or whenever Chris Jericho decides he wants to wrestle again, he's obviously not coming to AEW, right? He ain't been there in a year.
He
Right.
has tour dates.
Yes, right. They clearly just freed up a fuck ton of money off his contract because look at what they're doing right now. They're on a signing frenzy. Signing frenzy. They signed a random ass tag team on the Indies I had never heard about.
Alec Price.
Yes.
Ah, shout out MJF. What a
they
great
were-
guy. Continue though.
Okay. I didn't know they were considered a tag.
Respect
team.
MJF?
Two guys.
They're signed
Tommy?
as a tag team.
Oh, okay, bet.
This nigga just signed Tommaso Ciampa fresh out of WWE.
TNT champion.
Yes, sir.
Ah,
Right?
no, that little thing you do. Whatever. Anyway,
They definitely have more signings on the way because they always have something crazy like this time of year.
so
Right.
Tommy, I'm gonna ask you again. Are you ready to see AJ versus Kenny?
Yeah, if it happens and
Bro,
when it happens.
I'm telling you, if Tony Khan knows ball, and we already know Anthony Khan knows ball, we gonna get AJ versus Kenny as his first
If he
match.
has, and honestly,
All I'm
if,
gonna say is if AJ Styles gets this beautiful sounding AEW run you guys are saying, I'm gonna start nasty agendas.
I'm
'Cause,
just
hey,
gonna let you know
I
right
don't
now,
know how long he's gonna be wrestling there, so I have to
Tommy,
the agendas out.
Tommy, listen, I'm gonna let you know right now. If Tony Khan has any sliver of love for AJ Styles, MJF, pack it up, buddy.
Hey,
You
all
losing
I'm
that
saying
bill
is-
soon.
I'm not gonna lie, MJF has until Ospreay comes back anyway.
I already know that. I already know that.
I'm well aware
We
the
can't
only
ignore
reason,
Ross first
right?
off.
The only reason he took the title off of Hangman to begin with
As he said,
was because he knew not MJF, because he knew Ospreay was going to be able to come back sooner than he thought. Right? Hangman was supposed to be the big babyface champion for a while, right? But he was like, no, we're going to mix it up, get it to MJF, and then Ospreay's going to come back and take it. I thought it was going to be at All In. I'm thinking he get that motherfucker sooner because AJ versus Ospreay is a way better All In match, if you ask me.
Hey, I mean,
Right.
yeah, he's right. But
I'm also not going to deny the fact that AEW World Title scene right now is hot,
hot as fuck.
fire, literally.
and they said MJF was gonna have a bad reign.
Adding
It's
in an AJ Styles, a Will Ospreay into that whole situation right now would be magnificent. Bro, we're already getting Hangman versus Omega 2,
Lee,
probably at Revolution. Put your
Are you
fucking
done?
finger
We're
down.
not there yet, brother.
Yo, Lee.
We're not
There.
yet.
Just got to
your
acknowledge him, man.
There's
Just
your
gotta acknowledge
acknowledgement.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
happy,
brother.
Lee?
We're not
There's
there.
your
What I will
acknowledgement,
say
fucker.
about AJ Styles, the AJ Styles situation, I'm not gonna believe it till I see it.
Yeah.
To me, there's no incentive for AJ Styles to show up for a couple of months and a cup of coffee at AEW. I get the matches are there, and people are gonna fantasy book themselves into a corner of booking all these matches. And the thing is it's fine to be hopeful, but when it doesn't happen, it's just not gonna happen. I'm gonna be honest. Like I hate to be the party boober here, but AJ Styles was not gonna wrestle to his 50th birthday. AJ Styles is about to turn 49, and I really do believe that like maybe he'll come out for like maybe two more matches in like a TNA. But other than that, like he's done.
I think we see it more as a short. I do think we could see him do a short-term contract. Primarily because like he's announced it, oh, this is the retirement year. I could see him then being like, I'm gonna retire in maybe AEW, maybe TNA. But I could definitely
We all
Perhaps-
do that. We all.
perhaps-
Yes, we.
yes, all of us collectively. However, I do think the better picture in my head is maybe we see him do a TNA match or two. But my thing is that if he really wanted to wrestle for TNA again, or even retire in TNA, we would have seen him do that in WWE because they have that close-knit relationship. To the point where I don't think it's like an open secret. I think WWE bought TNA.
What if I told you that we already seen his retirement tour? What if I told you his retirement tour started
from Cena to Gunther, my nigga? His retirement tour consisted of a tag team title run. Let's be so real.
What if I told you we've already seen it? What if I told you it started last year at the Rumble? We just didn't know.
I
took it for granted. I took it for granted.
If you look at all the matches, mind you, AJ Styles is not somebody publicly. He didn't make this whole thing this whole big grandiose thing of like retiring, and I don't think he ever would. He's not that kind of person.
I'll finish. He's literally simply said it.
He returned at the Rumble last year, and look at what he's done over the last year. There's a real possibility we actually just saw his retirement.
So, Rod, let me get this straight. His last Mania match was him versus Logan.
Yeah, I mean, look, people are gonna hate it, but like him putting over Logan Paul, like who WWE clearly views as somebody who is a very strong asset to them. I mean, I don't view it as that, and I would assume that not a lot of people do. But the Cena match, him having a tag team run with Dragon Lee, making sure that Dragon Lee is left to look better on the other side of things. He's done a lot of putting over the last year. The match with, obviously the match with Cena. He had a spectacular match at the beginning of the year with Gunther already. He had a match with Shinsuke. He had a match with Punk. He just had this match with Gunther. There's a real possibility we had just possibly seen the retirement of AJ Styles in the last year.
Do you know how dog shit that would be, though?
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying, but at the same time, AJ Styles is not that like out there. Like he's not he's not so over the top. He doesn't want to make everything seem over the top. He's not that type of person.
Yeah.
He's not, right? But I guarantee you, he would not. This man is not going to be like, yeah, I'm about to spend my last year of my career losing to Logan Paul, tag teaming with Dragon Lee.
Why not? What has he not done?
When you're genuinely a company guy as well, he's generally a company guy.
Like you got to think, bro. This is a guy who's done it all. You don't think he's satisfied with what he's done in the last 26, 27 years of his career?
I think there's not a wrestler on this planet that's not making something out of a retirement year. You have to be a special type of egotistical to even want to be a wrestler, right? That's the type of industry it is, right? You're telling me there's a pro wrestler on this planet that's gonna be like, nah, I'm finna retire in pure silence.
No, that's what I'm gonna be honest.
Kurt Angle did.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
No,
too,
he
though.
didn't.
Well, he like Kurt's
Kurt-
retirement was bad.
Kurt Angle announced, I'm gonna retire at Mania, and then did like a whole tournament of niggas who were gonna retire him. No, he didn't.
But so when you're I feel like you have to be that type of way, especially earlier in your career. I feel like once you get to a certain point, once you get the respect in every locker room that you would walk into, like AJ Styles would have, I think that's when it's like, okay, I don't even have to be
The most humble nigga in wrestling history gave us a year and some change ahead of notice that he was finna hang it up because he made a promise to his daughter.
What who are you talking about?
Yeah.
Brian.
Oh, that
The
is true.
hands down most
But you gotta think about it
humble
too,
nigga.
though. You gotta also think about it too, though.
The hands down most humble nigga in wrestling history was like, I'm just letting y'all know now, I'm winding it down.
But did he have a whole show named after him? Or basically,
No, that's your man.
No, but that's what I'm saying. That's
Hold
the
on.
difference.
The other thing is
He's that humble.
AJ. The other thing
He's
is
good.
he had to wind down due to injuries. AJ doesn't have that. Like
okay.
AJ said in various
Brian-
interviews,
Brian doesn't have to wind down due to injuries.
He just aggravated his neck on a plane again.
yeah,
Brian loves playing like I hurt myself every 2 months. Brian has said himself though that he could wrestle. He could still go.
yeah, but it's the preparation to get there. Like, and
don't
AJ
think
even
my boy
talks
can
about
sit
it.
on the
And here's the
plane.
thing, like AJ has said it in various interviews, and especially Chris Van Vliet. You can look back the clip that he wants to when he ends his career, he wants to end it in a way where it's not past his time, right? Like the time hasn't gone yet. That's why people believe he still looks good. And I think, you know, don't get me wrong, I think the guy could actually probably go 2-3 more years. But the issue is I feel like the longer he keeps going, I think at some point we're gonna start to like realize like, man, it's time for him to go. And I think he doesn't want people to have that image of him. And on top of that, like AJ could have left in 2019. He decided not to. There was speculation last year. His contract finished up last year. He was gonna leave for AEW, and he didn't. Why would he leave this time? He didn't leave last year.
Opportunities.
Last year,
Opportunities.
and AEW was hot last year around this time.
It's hot right now. He has another chance to sign.
But
Wednesday.
that's 2 opportunities that like
He's turned down.
he's turned down.
Hey man. Wednesdays. You will be seeing him on Wednesdays. If he was really fully retiring, he would have dropped them
I'm
gloves.
just gonna
Trust
say,
and believe.
like, I hate to like break the bad news. Like you're gonna be really sad when he doesn't pop up. Like
Yeah.
I won't be.
And that's why I won't jump.
Like
in the bandwagon
I'd really
fully.
temper your expectations to like really like he's not showing up in AEW.
That's why.
If he doesn't
that's
show up
why-
in AEW, that just means Ospreay's guaranteed a world championship, and I love Ospreay. So,
Well, yeah, that's a
I'm
win
chilling.
for you.
I'm chilling.
But niggas like me would be sick.
well,
Sick.
Tommy, Wednesdays.
You
I'm
feel
not
me?
hopping on that bandwagon. I'm not.
What?
feel me?
Why the fuck not?
I'm not doing
You
it.
feel me? Niggas not AEW bodies like me and Ghost. You feel me?
Why the fuck not? Tommy, if he was really retiring, he would have dropped them gloves in the ring.
Nah, I feel you, but it's like I just can't commit to that because then I'm gonna be really upset when it doesn't
So
happen.
is he just gonna take his gloves home? He's not gonna leave it in the Hall of Fame?
I guess
You
not.
see,
I don't know.
and I
Okay.
agree with that. But like,
Yeah, throw in the bag.
it's AJ Styles. Like the 2 times that he had the opportunity to sign him, I bet you he threw him the bag because he's AJ Styles.
Tony Khan most definitely threw money.
Next
at him.
comment,
Yeah.
please. Next comment, please.
He also trademarked everything.
Unless he's gonna use it for a podcast or something. I don't know.
You feel
Which
me?
I would watch
Bro,
religiously.
he is.
Oh, yeah, so would I.
He is pulling from the stereotypical playbook. You know, he was like, "Oh, I'm on my way out. I'm a put somebody that could really use it over. I'm gonna have a couple matches that, in a way, are gonna prep me, right? Because I feel like Shinsuke's low key doing the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not for AEW, but I can feel it. Shinsuke doing the same thing, where he's having a couple matches just to kind of warm his body up a little bit, and then we could see Shinsuke leave. AJ just did that. He wrestled Shinsuke. He wrestled Punk. Then he had the great match with Gunther on the Rumble. I'm saying this was clearly he's gonna go and do some crazy shit.
All I also got to say is, too, nobody expected AJ to miss Mania. Look what just happened.
Broke my fucking heart.
Hey, man. We'll see what happens. Either way, if AJ didn't show up, cool. AEW still be fine. This is going to be a cherry on top if he does.
Either way, right? This is a great way for AJ Styles to go out putting somebody over, right? And if it's not over, then we get more hoops. I don't see a downside to this.
Hey, man. We chilling.
The
No,
downside again, the downside is when it doesn't happen, I'm gonna be fucking devastated. That's the downside.
Tommy, okay, so Tommy, here's what we're asking you to do. Don't fully commit to it. At least somewhat believe in it, because is the things we saying really that crazy?
Everyone who believes he's going to AEW still took this as a retirement.
Is it really what we're saying? Is that crazy? I don't think it is.
It could be a It could be a retirement, and then he shows up in AEW, or it could be a retirement and it's a retirement. That's all it is.
I'm fine with either or. He's gonna retire eventually anyway. If he's trademarking for a podcast, cool, awesome. I guess I don't know. Hey man, we're gonna see what happens.
We'll just have to wait and see, gang. We'll just have to wait and see.
Australia.
In terms of, I want to kind of talk about this match because I think the match was
amazing.
No pun intended. Phenomenal. Gunther's just a beast, man.
I know, right?
Seeing Gunther, like seeing Gunther learn from his mistakes from the first match, which is try to get AJ to because obviously AJ was gonna go after his leg, obviously due to the calf crusher. In the majority of the match, Gunther was just, not going for it. He was like, yeah, no, I'm gonna I'm not gonna put my leg out there so that you can come hit it. So he was realistically ducking and dodging on all of the strikes that AJ likes to throw to the legs. And I thought just AJ had a lot of really bright spots in this moment. But I think this is what's amazing about Gunther. And I hate it when I'm watching it live, but I appreciate it after, because I love AJ so much, because I love John Cena so much. What the?
Hey, fucking yo!
What the fuck?
Hey, yo!
I'm gonna.
Even I wouldn't say that on stream.
Get that egg.
What the fuck?
Get that out the comments, bro.
You actually did.
What's up, Vicious?
I will say though, right on that note,
yo,
I do hear word on the street via Twitter, niggas. Batista might be like
so take it with a pinch of salt.
Batista what?
Batista might be like that. That's all I'm saying.
Oh my God, Zay, what is wrong with you?
No. Moving on. So the one thing that I
Get a
hate,
grip.
but I appreciate afterwards is the fact that Gunther just absolutely beats the shit out of whoever he's going up in the ring against. And honestly, I was mad as fuck yesterday when towards the end of the match, Gunther was just absolutely chopping the shit out of AJ. And seeing that was it pissed me off, but it's such a good trait of Gunther that he's this overpowering
figure,
figure who could realistically just take over a match strictly with chops. I mean, back in NXT sometimes he would win some of his matches with just chopping somebody. Famously going back to NXT TakeOver, I think it was Stand and Deliver with Tommaso Ciampa. He ended Tommaso Ciampa with a chop to the chest, and 1, 2, 3, the match is over. I also would love to see Gunther do that, use the chop as a finisher, because I think it's devastating enough to be used as a finisher. But the stark differences in this match compared to the John Cena match
D-Lo.
is really interesting because John Cena was like, this is it. Like, you know, I'm gonna fade into the sunset. I'm gonna tap. I'm giving up. While AJ Styles was kind of like almost like forcing himself not to believe that like his career is over. I think the stark differences in both of those matches and scenarios was really cool, and I think it paints a really different picture for Gunther's matches.
Give him a hug after AJ Styles retired. Yes, yes, good job, Tatiana.
And as far as this career killer gimmick goes,
yes.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't know how I feel about it.
You don't like it? What?
On one end, I think they're trying, but on the other end, I'm feeling like they're forcing it too much.
So I'll let you finish. I think you're about to explain.
And I think a lot of it is like, I think retiring 3 people in the span of like a couple of months is a little too much.
Is it?
Yes, especially 2 back-to-back realistically in back-to-back months. And then he's probably about to retire Brock Lesnar as well. And I could see him realistically retiring maybe one other person this year. Which at that point, I think it would be way too much.
Year.
Huh?
I can see him retiring CM Punk eventually as well.
One more time, Lee.
I can see Gunther retiring CM Punk down the line.
What the fuck did I just come back to?
Oh
What the
boy, that's
fuck
gonna
did
be.
I
That's
just
gonna
come
be.
back to?
Tommy gonna hate me if that happens.
If I'm being honest, I think the WWE is going to do something where he's just going to have Gunther retire.
Well, you know what, Rod?
Like,
I will get back to that point when we get to the men's rumble. Because he could have been doing something else.
the one thing I will say about this is that he won last night, and I will say I thought it was pretty stupid that he did not win the Royal Rumble.
Yo, what's
because
wrong?
you make him you make him win the AJ Styles match, and then comes out number 30 as kind of like I expected him to be.
That would have been huge.
And he doesn't win the Rumble. So like, are we buying in or not? Because like,
I can't wait to get to this.
like, here's the thing. Like,
I can't wait.
With Gunther, it's
Cook
like,
Rod.
are we buying in?
You like
Gunther?
Roman winning.
Real quick,
No, I said it's not. I'm not mad at it.
But
I'm not mad at
that's going to be a topic for a little bit later down when we do talk about the Rumble.
because that is a good point.
What
Hold
were you
on.
saying?
pause on the play. Shout out Jordan Grace. She just posted my reaction on her story.
Hell yeah!
What? Wait, what story? What's Instagram?
Yeah, Instagram.
I'm looking right now.
Gonna look right now really quick.
Let's go.
Jordan Grace. Huh?
TNA Knockout Legend.
Put your socks in Jordan Grace, by the way. Thank you.
Bro, me and Ghost been
Oh,
telling you.
my God, she actually did.
We've been telling.
Look who
y'all,
that is.
bro.
And you're the only post, by the way.
You're the only post.
Let's go.
I'm not following Jordan Grace. I gotta follow her. Here we go.
Hey, like Ghost said, invest. Me and Ghost been telling y'all to invest.
I better start investing.
And
bro,
she's already
'cause-
fucking with the team. Invest. Invest.
Shout out to
please.
Zay, man. You're the only
Yeah,
post on the story too. So
That's huge.
that's even better.
It's even better because it's not even just the reel.
Yeah, she screen recorded it and put
She
it.
just re-recorded the whole thing.
That's a
Yeah,
direct tag.
Yeah, that's insane. And she
That's
direct
hard.
tagged you too. That's
Actually said
insane.
something as well, Zay. You want to read it out? She actually added
no.
stuff to it.
He said no because this was skipped past way too fast for how much.
Yeah, that's a W.
See?
That's a W.
What a great woman.
That's
How
a
can you
W.
hate her?
How can you? You can't. And then she posted that funny ass shit when they were like, they're the Power Rangers. That shit was funny, bro.
That's great.
That was pretty
I
fucking
saw
funny.
some people on Twitter saying they need to take the phone away from her.
Bro, it's the Power Rangers. Come on, man.
Yeah,
She's up there with Drew McIntyre in terms of just how entertaining she is on social media. She's really funny on.
All
I
right,
think
Lee.
she's better just because.
All right,
All
Lee.
right, Lee. So,
right.
speaking
She
of,
really is though.
Hold on. Wait. Speaking of that, should we just get this shit over with?
Blaze fast. Glaze
Wait,
Fest.
wait,
It's
wait,
nothing to talk
Are
about.
we done talking about the Gunther AJ Styles match?
Yeah, basically. Lee,
Yeah.
make this quick because we need to
Yeah,
get to the
please,
men's rumble.
There's
Alright.
nothing to
Absolutely.
talk about. There's nothing to talk about.
Lee, go
Man.
ahead. Hurry up. Let's go.
You know, it's really bad because WrestleSpot's not here.
Hurry up.
But basically, man, 275 pounds of pure Scottish meat absolutely dominated. Alright, let me stop.
Come on, Lee.
Ah, man. Drew McIntyre absolutely obliterated Sami Zayn last night. 12 and fucking 0. And he is 23 days ongoing as your WWE champion. That is all.
Oh, brother in Christ. May the gods help us all.
I'm gonna say something about this match. I was kind of like paying attention, but like not really. This was unfortunately the bathroom break of the night. I just
knew it was gonna be.
there was not compelling realistically. Like Sami Zayn, they tried to push him as like, you know, yeah, he's gonna win, or you know, he has a chance. He had no chance, bro. He was not winning 20 some odd days into Drew McIntyre's WWE.
Hey,
title.
Tommy, you want to know what I was doing during this match?
Oh god.
I went out.
Oh, brother.
I went out.
Yeah, no, this match was.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, it
You
was-
know?
This match was super.
Yeah.
I shit you not. This was the match where you feel me. I rolled up. I got some food. You feel
Yo,
me?
what? I hope Tosawa beats Drew via roll up. Wow.
This match was super uninteresting. I
It
just
was.
didn't. I didn't.
Wow.
It didn't give me anything to cheer
Lee.
for. And by the way, like not taking anything from the match, I think the match was a good match from what I was watching, kind of like peeping over from time to time. It was a good match. You know, Drew McIntyre being the over-imposing figure that Sami Zayn just can't get over. Eventually, someday, maybe Sami Zayn does get over it. But as of right now, not happening. And here's the thing, like, would have I loved
That's
to
fake.
see Sami Zayn win the championship last night?
Don't troll me right now, Ghost.
I'm
To
not
be quite
trolling. This
to
is
be
what
quite
happened.
honest, not really. I don't know. There's something about Sami Zayn and going into WrestleMania as a world champion that doesn't strike me
Feel
as
right.
I want to see it. Or walking out of WrestleMania in a main event level as a world champion. Would I be mad? No. Would I care? Probably. It's not something that would infuriate me. And I wholeheartedly even thought to a certain extent that, like, oh, this guy's gonna lose this match, and he's gonna come out in the Rumble, and he's probably gonna win the damn thing. And to be honest, I was just kind of like, I mean, I guess that would be cool, but like, it's just
He
like one of
should've
those
been in
things
the
that I
Rumble.
don't. Huh?
He should have been in the Rumble.
Yes, and then when I saw him get absolutely destroyed in his
Wait,
match
Sam?
against
Oh
Drew
my god,
McIntyre,
Sammy wasn't in the.
no, he wasn't. But like, then again, I was thinking, I'm like, dude,
Saudi.
this dude got absolutely murdered in his match. I was like, there's no way he appears in the Royal Rumble match. Like, he got put through a table, he got fucking murked. I was like, yeah, there's no way. To me, there's no way he appears in the Royal Rumble match. And you know, I'm kind of glad he didn't. As to what he does at WrestleMania, I have no clue. Just like how I don't know what a majority of what WrestleMania is going to look like outside of Liv Morgan challenging for the Women's World Heavyweight Championship, and you know what, AJ Lee and Becky Lynch, and what, maybe like Roman Reigns challenging for the World Heavyweight title. Realistically, the WrestleMania card doesn't even look, let alone finished, or you know, we like there's just not really much direction. But I also believe it actually serves pretty well because it gives everybody, the us specifically, content creators, like the ability to go out there and talk about, and I think that's what WWE is doing, is they're not going to give you everything in one shot. They're not going to be like, hey, we're going to throw this all at you. This is what the WrestleMania card is going to look like.
I know another match, but I'll let you continue.
And I think this is one thing that they love doing now. obviously when Vince was around, I think we kind of could assume what the majority of what the WrestleMania card would look like, especially your world title matches. But ever since Triple H has kind of taken over the helm, he doesn't like to give too much away as to what a potential WrestleMania match card could look like. And for Sami Zayn, I mean, I don't know. I think this is crazy for me to say, but if I'm be honest, I don't know if Sami Zayn's gonna make WrestleMania.
Well, you think he's skipping Mania again?
Probably.
I just don't know what you do with him.
Yeah, he's in a tough spot. He's honestly
Multi-man match for the US title, calling it now.
So we'll see. But anyways,
I think he's above the US title. Like you can't keep going back and forth with the poor guy. Because it makes people hate him even more because they try to dive into this whole underdog bullshit. And you know, the US title, he won it this past year, had a really great run with it. What's the point of throwing him in a random multi-man match? Like, you might as well fill that spot up with a various other amount of competitors that need to shine, actually. But I don't know. Sammy and Oba, I mean, in what universe? Like, I don't even know how that match even gets made official. Like, the two aren't even in the same, like...
It doesn't make any sense.
Oba has to pin the piss merchant, unfortunately.
Oh, he will be. Don't worry.
But yeah, I don't know what Sami Zayn does at
He will not be.
Why not?
But,
wait, I forgot who's booking. Continue.
We will now get into the topic of the night, which is obviously the men's Royal Rumble.
Yo, bro, put it down.
I'm gonna let y'all take it away because
Zay, I'm gonna have you start.
Zay, why don't you start?
Very
y'all take it away.
You start. Then I'll go right after.
I'm not mad about it. Y'all take it.
Oh, you should be.
I'm not mad either way though. But go ahead.
Oh, you should be.
Right, we're gonna take this beat by beat so we can really dissect where exactly this Rumble went to shit. Okay, Obafemi at number 1.
Cinema.
Why?
Why not?
Now, personally, I would have put Obafemi a little in. I would have had him be one of those heater spots that really, builds up the match. But with Braun Breaker getting eliminated immediately, I'm not mad at it, right? You clearly had a direction you're going with Braun Breaker. You made Obafemi get a quick elimination. Cool, right? My problem is the fact that from there, Obafemi should have been damn near dominating the match. Except every 2 entrants, Obafemi is getting slowed down, right? I'm sorry, I like Damian Priest. But why is he beating Obafemi into a corner? Why are these motherfuckers lasting this long against Obafemi? This makes him look like just another guy on the roster. He fits in, sure. But it doesn't give him the strength that you want to portray him as, in my opinion. The strong eliminations from Obafemi are like maybe Braun Breaker. I think what he did to Matt Cardona was what should have been happening a little bit more in the match. Where they come in and they just get crushed, right? I don't know why Solo Sikoa's in there going shot for shot with Obafemi. Look, I get that these are bigger guys and you don't want to weaken their perception, but also they're in there a little too long if you want to make Obafemi look dominant, right? But that's not the point, right? Because I can understand that Obafemi, you still want to make him not too strong, right? Then we get into the bullshit with the El Grandes. First off, I don't know who was under that second mask, but I got 2 things to say about that, right? If it's Chad Gable under that original El Grande mask, lay off the spray tan, fuck nigga. I'm sorry. He was
That was definitely Chad, just with a beard.
Yo, here's my thing, right? Chad Gable came out there like my color, right? If that was Chad Gable, take away his access from a tan in a can, right? Get rid of it, because you were too dark.
Bro, secondly, got the Braun Breaker method.
Yes. Secondly, get that nigga out the mask, because I could barely recognize him with the little bit of scraps. Like I said, he looked Spanish. He looked like they might have sprayed him a little too much or something. Like, I don't know what they did, but that did not look like Chad Gable. Right? The only thing that made me think it was
You
Chad
think
Gable
WWE
is
did that on purpose?
maybe. And if he did, that's wrong. I'm
I was
not
about to say that's wrong
I'm
as
not
fuck.
even gonna lie to you. You're
That
wrong.
was wrong as fuck.
I think just like the physique and the build, I was like, that looks like Chad Gable.
That's
like,
what I'm saying. It was
he's
them shoulders.
jacked as fuck. Like
Them shoulders.
I was
That
like,
let me know
yeah,
if that's
yeah.
Gable. But if it wasn't Gable, hypothetically, we don't need a third one. Get rid of this nigga. All right?
This is surely leading to
Grande
mask
versus
versus
Grande at
mask.
Mania.
Yeah. Chad Gable's probably gonna lose, which that's how it realistically
It
should be.
Right.
Because
But-
let's be honest, man. I think it's time, man. It's time to get Chad
Yeah,
Gable.
it's time to get rid of El Grande Americano, period.
I liked it before Chad Gable came back last night. Last night.
I will. I would say that, but like I think he works well in the setting of AAA though.
In AAA, yes, fine, right? But let's bring Ludwig Kaiser back.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Let's pair him with Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate, right? You ain't got to change nothing about the way that you're booking those people right now. All you need to do, right, is you feel me? That's all you got to do.
Yeah.
Right? We
By the way,
want to see that shit.
It's
We were
insane.
talking about
It's insane how over he is over in Mexico with that character.
right.
Bro, we get like stone cold level pops with
Right.
that fucking character.
Here's what I'm saying. You could keep it for AAA. I like the idea of having some guys just have different gimmicks in other places.
That's
right?
WWE's clone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's technically a separate entity because it is a different company. Like
Yeah.
you know, like you can still use him as that. People already know he's Ludwig Kaiser. So like I think bringing him back as Ludwig Kaiser in the WWE,
it wouldn't hurt nothing. And then
and
you're
the kids
pairing them
wouldn't
up.
even,
Right.
and the thing is the kid audience, right, still wouldn't even recognize it.
I was about to say the kids.
So that's why it's like
they wouldn't pay that much attention. They wouldn't.
Yeah,
care
yeah.
that much.
I know I didn't when I was younger. I was just enjoying, like Triple H said, enjoying the show.
Right.
Instead, they'll just be like, I just want to stay up on Saturday so I can watch El Grande. They won't say anything about Ludwig. You know, they wouldn't put those two together. I don't think.
Right. That's it. Right. But no, you wanna put three men who could honestly be doing amazing work in the mid card right now. I could even say you could be putting Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate in that World Championship picture, but we're going to shut up, right? But no, all three of them are dancing around in tights and a mask. I hate it. That's not the point, though, right? We're gonna speed along, right? Because the Rumble itself wasn't even that bad at first, right? You know, the first 20 entrants are spectacular. You know, good pacing, whatever.
The one thing you kind of glossed over, Trick Williams, man.
You glossed over Trick?
Hey,
I gotta say in the pimp coat. Bro.
I gotta say this about Trick.
Look,
At some point,
Pimp coat.
the WWE is gonna have to turn this man face.
yeah,
He is way too over with the crowd to be a heel, and the charisma that oozes from him is one of one.
this nigga was whooping ass in the alpaca skin. Yes, that's fine.
That's my favorite
Bro.
spot of the Rumble, bro. I don't care.
And to see him get tossed out as early as he did, and hold on, I think he got tossed out by Cody Rhodes, if I'm not mistaken.
Hold on. You want me to tell you right now?
It was
I have it. I already have it pulled up, please.
Well, that
Don't.
Trick. Hey, well,
Look,
Look,
that
I'm not mad at it per se
I think he did.
because I do think you're still building Trick in a way, right? And getting eliminated by someone like Cody Rhodes.
He got eliminated by Cody. He had 6
Yeah.
minutes in the match.
That he definitely should have had longer in the match. Though.
By the way, I don't care that he got eliminated by Cody Rhodes. That's not what I'm
late,
implying.
and you didn't do anything with him, of course.
Yeah. Like he just had
also
his only spot of the match was. By the way, I think the coolest part of the match, because you can clearly tell these three are going to be the cornerstones of WWE for a while. Trick Williams, Obafemi, and Javon Evans having a stare off like it's Stand and Deliver last year. That was amazing. But it's the only notable thing outside of his entrance that he did that Trick Williams did.
black people, Tommy.
Yeah, I know.
And the thing is like, Trick Williams is so great. I just hated the fact that he just got eliminated so fast. the Mr. Iguana entrance, cool, whatever.
He got a spot in the Rumble. Finn Balor did not. Just
Yeah, that's
Where-
real
that's
talk.
all. That's
real.
all
Sloop,
bullshit.
sloop.
But
Right.
Javon, hey, I will say Javon had a.
Javon had a great showing.
Hey,
Javon
I
had
don't
a
know.
great run.
I don't know if you all felt like this, but it almost felt like, and maybe this is how good Javon is. Every time he went over the top rope, I thought he was gonna get eliminated. I was almost scared.
So did I. See, when
I
he
was-
first
Yeah.
said that, I'll let you finish, Rod.
I was like frightened by the fact that like he was legitimately launching himself over the top rope and like pulling a, what was it, 90? What is it, 94?
Skinny
Shawn
the Cat.
Michaels, like a 90, like a what
Yeah.
was the year that Shawn Michaels
95, 96.
90? That was the year 95.
Yeah.
Yeah, that, you know, he was pulling that almost every fucking time, and I was like, dude, this could easily be a botch, but he's so talented that he makes it look effortless.
No.
Hey,
all
can
of
I say
this,
something? Oh, you go, Zay.
all of this is great, but before we start looking at all the great parts of this match, I really do think we just have to get it out the way, right? First things first. Obafemi getting eliminated by Brock fucking Lesnar. Of all people. Of all people, bro.
Great. We're gonna have a Brock and Oba match. I mean,
We're
yeah.
not though. That's the problem. We're not though.
So where's he gonna go?
Yeah,
What's
what
he
was
gonna
the point?
There, we're talking about Paul Levesque, big fat nose, barely working hard, nigga. Like, bro, he is not getting that Brock Lesnar match, and we know he's not getting that Brock Lesnar match. Why? Because he was eliminated to no fanfare. They immediately cut to Jey Uso walking through the crowd.
Oh, brother.
Right? It didn't matter. It was just a quick elimination that did nothing for nobody. Because Obafemi won, should have had more eliminations, right? Right. We'll get to the reason he only had 5, in my opinion, in a second when I really crash out. But this was just a bunch of bullshit. Brock Lesnar eliminates Obafemi and then gets eliminated by LA Knight and Cody Rhodes to no fanfare either. Because they cut right back to Jey Uso taking 5 years to walk through the damn crowd in a Royal Rumble where you should have came down the ramp. That's not the point.
He was the worst part of the Rumble. I gotta be honest. Jey
I was
Uso.
shocked.
Jey Uso was like just the worst part of the Rumble, and I really do believe. I know somebody, and I'll say this: somebody pulled up, if you remember, you know, from Royal Rumble 2000, where Scotty 2 Hotty, Rikishi, and I forgot who was the third person. They did a dance off, and they almost kind of said it was the same thing. No, it's not, man. Not when you're not when you're Jey Uso, who's clearly one of the at least what WWE treats him as. Like,
they had a 30-second dance. They had a 30-second dance break in the middle of the Rumble. Nobody would have been. Nobody was bothered by that. No. CM Punk cut a promo in the middle of the Royal Rumble. Nobody was bothered by that. Why? Because it was short and to the point. Jey Uso was walking through the crowd until the next entrant came out.
You want to know what the other thing was? Those 2 instances you brought up, there was nobody in the ring outside of those people. Well, with CM Punk, wasn't the Nexus just with him?
Yeah.
Right?
No, that was a different time.
You're talking the 2010 Rumble, the 2010 Rumble.
Yeah.
But that's different because like there was nothing going on in the ring.
Yeah, he was cutting the promo while he was eliminating people.
And then the dance, look, there was nobody else in the ring.
No, here's my thing. I think it would have been fine if he came down the ramp like a normal person, ran down the ramp, right? So the music didn't play as long, right? And then he got in the ring, he does a few moves, lays everybody out, and then he runs it back. That would have been fine. But it's the fact that he took so long getting to the ring, then he ran it back, right? And then Roman comes out, and then they run it back again.
For 2 seconds though.
My issue isn't my issue more so is the fact that he's running it, he's doing all of this while there's like critical, important storyline stuff that is going on in the ring. Like, that is my issue with it. Is like he's doing it in a part of like if you come out in the beginning of the Rumble where Opa's literally throwing everybody out, I might not care because there's nothing really
going
like
on.
major stories that need to be played out. Think about what you just said. Oba got thrown out in the middle of or like right before the Jey Uso entrant. But like it didn't matter because the camera panned over and it's like, but that's supposed to be a main story beat right there. Oba getting eliminated because he was a focal point of the first half of the Royal Rumble. And now when he gets eliminated, it's just he gets eliminated and then we focus straight to Jay's entrance. And it's like, dude, are we fucking serious?
That just shows you who they really care about in this company.
Like
For me, I wouldn't even say I felt like Oba was a focal point in the beginning of the match. I feel like the focal point in the beginning of the match was the Vision. I feel like
more so
my
like
thing
midway
is-
through. More so midway through, yeah.
I'll save it because this isn't really about what
Right.
you got talking
But
about.
I'm just gonna jump off top with it. Look, of all people, to win. Matter of fact, let me make a slight alteration real quick because I think this warrants something else.
He's gonna change his background.
Yo, Lee, put it down.
I acknowledge my tribal chief, Roman
I
Reigns.
genuinely hope. You know what?
You want Ghost?
Nope. Not today. Not today. Matter of fact, let me get my picture too. Hold on.
Oh wow, well we all have pictures. I don't have a picture.
Well, I'm about to send it right now to my other account. So, you know, this is really. I would like to say, while Zay does that, there was a report that came out from apparently PWI Insider. The higher ups backstage were raving about the performances of Soruka and Obafemi at the Rumble. They were also a lot of praise for Jerron Evans. So, that's good. That's
Perfect.
really good. Where is the picture that I had? Oh, I know who has it.
I ain't got no picture. Rob, would you mind?
I'll get one.
Wait, whoa! I didn't even know that. Jay's entrance distracted the crowd from reacting to Brock turning on Logan Paul after both of them teamed up together at freaking War Games. I didn't even see that.
It
Wait, what
didn't.
did you say?
None of it mattered. I just had to make a quick change to the name real quick, so I can get my.
Oh, here we go.
Here.
Here we go. It's time. It's time. Yes, it's time.
In 2024, we finally escaped the fucking hellhole that was a Roman Reigns 4-year title run, right? And in my opinion, you didn't need to have that dumb Samoan fuck touch a world title ever again. Why? Because you made your point. You made your point. You made him the biggest star in the company. You made him a mega star. You did the one thing you claimed you never wanted to do again and tried to make somebody bigger than the company, in which you ended up failing because that's the whole reason he's coming back and fucking up the run because Hollywood didn't want that dumb nigga, but that's not the point. That's really not, right? Roman Reigns comes in this match at 26. Is in this match for the grand total of 17 to 18 minutes. I don't have the exact time, and I don't give a damn about the exact time because it doesn't matter, right? He comes back after pulling nothing but a return every 3 to 4 months for the last 2 years and wins the Royal Rumble when there are hundreds, and I mean fucking hundreds of people on that roster who could have possibly won the Royal Rumble. Obafemi, Gunther, Javon Evans. Hell, I would have taken a bum-ass Cody Rhodes win. And even that shouldn't have happened. Of all the people you could have had win this Rumble, you chose the most boring, empty-headed, non-consequential choice ever because now we all know what the fuck is going to happen. He's not going to choose the World Heavyweight Championship, the title that he made it abundantly clear he didn't think was worth a flying fuck when it was debuted. It's the whole reason nobody takes the title seriously as they do the WWE Championship. And we know damn well Drew McIntyre is not the caliber of superstar Roman Reigns wants to be facing at WrestleMania. So we know Drew is losing the championship to Cody Rhodes. We know we're getting Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns 3 because it's the only big money match you could put up together that means a damn, which means we're either get to see another whatever match from those two in which Cody Rhodes walks away with the world championship to have another run that he shouldn't be having because the run should have realistically ended when Cena took it from him last year, But now, no. What is more likely is that he is about to win the world championship again. And we have to sit here and go through a part-time champion who's not going to be there because let's be for real. You think he's going to show up? No, right? And then on top of all of that, right, I would like everybody to take a second and really think. If you went on any type of platform and said, you know what, my boss is a dumbass. He don't know what the fuck he's doing. I've been taking a back seat for so long and he hasn't made nobody worth a damn. That's on him. So you know what? I think I should come back and take over and be the one who really is champion again, even though everyone knew that Triple H was building Sami Zayn to be the one to win the world championship this year. That was not a secret, right? But no, Seth Rollins goes out with an injury. So Samoan niggas is going to be Samoan niggas because it seems like whenever you reach a certain caliber of superstar within that family, you just decide to be a dumbass. It is nonsensical. It is bullshit. And I'm about to go off on a whole other rant about I hate his fucking dynasty at this point. But Roman Reigns should not have won the 2026 Royal Rumble. And the fact that you even thought that it was a good idea proves to me that Triple H doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. Somebody needs to burn that nigga's office down. Take away his pen. I'm sick of it. I'm so fucking sick of it.
You're 100%. Well,
Hold on, Tommy. Hold on. Zay, I will say this. The only... Fuck. I had it. I got it again. The only thing I will say that I don't really agree with you is I don't want him to go after the World Heavyweight Championship because of what you just said, but again, we know who's at the fucking helm. So, a big match for Mania would be Roman versus Punk. It would be. But guess what? It's going to be for the World Heavyweight title. Mind you, it's going to be a good match. Everyone's going to be like, yeah, I've been wanting this match for a long time. Yeah, whoopee. If this nigga wins, it's just going to make the World Heavyweight title look so weird. It really is. Mind you, we had niggas online just slander Gunther about he can't do shit without the title. Can someone please tell me a good year with Roman Reigns without the belt? Nobody? Okay, so that was one of the main reasons I got when niggas were telling me Gunther should win the Rumble because he can't do shit without a title. We're doing the same shit with Roman Reigns. And Triple H just said on the post bullshit that he doesn't even know when Roman Reigns is going to show up to make his fucking decision. So whoever the person is going to be that he's going to have to pick is going to be talking to a fucking wall, building up his match, carrying him to another main event for no fucking reason. And CM Punk is already eyes on his bags under his eyes. I can see his gray hairs from Mount Everest. What are we doing? And mind you,
here's my thing on why I don't even think they're going to target Punk. Because when we go back to War Games, where this whole thing started, the person he was really eyeing down and looking at was Cody.
I thought it was Punk. It was both. Continue.
No. He eyed down Punk for a second, and then he helped Punk and kind of focused in on Cody. He was the one he wanted to make sure this is the last time we are ever going to team. All up in his face, trying to build up tension. We know he wants Cody. What's the point? What are we about to fucking watch?
I don't know what we're about to watch, but whatever the fuck is about to happen, it's gonna be. If we do get Roman versus Punk, it's gonna be nice in the short term, but in the long term, it's gonna hurt this product. You just proved Roman Reigns' point by giving him the Royal Rumble win. I don't know if that was penciled in months ago. Unfortunately, I guess I'm going to have to watch Unreal, huh? Congratulations, Hunter. Fucking This Shit Is Fake show, season 4, whatever the fuck it's called. Anyway, it really, and also going back to what we talked about earlier with Ron with the career killer shit, you had this nigga retire John Cena, the greatest of all time. The company says he's the greatest of all time. And AJ Styles, who's also one of the greatest of all times. And he doesn't win the Rumble? So, I don't know. I generally don't know. How many more niggas does he need to retire to finally get the get the title because he's gonna get the title again. You need him to retire Brock. You need him to retire Hunter again. You need him to retire Shawn Michaels.
You didn't even need to have Gunther win the title. You could have realistically had him challenge Drew and maybe have Drew beat him. You could have did that. Yo, I promise you right now, I'm paying more money to watch Gunther versus Drew for the WWE title than I'm paying to watch Cody versus fucking Roman 10.
And here's another thing, right? We don't know who's gonna win the Chamber, but after what Drew just did to Cody, I have a Rod said this too. Shout out to Rod of the VC. Rod said this. We could really be going into a WrestleMania looking like Roman and Cody Rhodes as our world champions. You know how disgusting that sounds, but this nigga has the audacity to spam new era. This is what we do. Expect the unexpected. Right. Wow. I'm so happy. We're getting more part-time.
Would you tell me how it's a new era every 2 months and nothing's fucking changed?
Nothing has changed, and yesterday just proved my point. You gave Robert, you got these brainwash ass niggas saying WWE, shout out to Loft, WWE is back because a part-timer is about to hold the belt again. I want CM Punk to retain. I really do. But the way that they treated this nigga Roman, especially after what this nigga just did, after he pretty much spat in this nigga's face, pissed on his grave, and then this nigga Hunter said, yeah, win the Rumble. What are we doing, man? I don't think this is the worst decision, because clearly the worst decision is having Jey Uso run it back to back, obviously. I don't think it's completely bad, but I think this will definitely hurt the company in the long run, and it's going to be bad, especially if he wins the belt. Who the fuck is he going to drop it to?
Exactly, because you've no time to actually develop anyone to be worth your time. That's why putting all of this back on Roman is such a bad idea.
And one of the guys that you were supposed to build as the face of the company just got eliminated instantly. Granted, it looks like he's gonna be fighting Seth, which is great because Seth is a top guy, but you just got rid of him instantly. And I don't know. It's such a shitty situation, and yet I felt like you booked yourself into a corner, Hunter. You just don't know it yet, especially if you're planning on giving him the World Heavyweight title, which he called the second place title. I know niggas are going to tell me, oh, but it's a different time now. It doesn't matter. This booker is a long-term storyteller, right? So you should be able to keep your word about long-term storytelling, especially shitting on the title as soon as it got revealed. This nigga Hunter thinks we're stupid, like we're not going to remember. This is the internet era, buddy. I can just look it up real quick, and I can look at Rome and say, dude, we're going to walk like this? It's so fucking ridiculous, bro. Hey, man. At the end of the day, life's going to go on, and I never thought I'd be more happy to see Liv Morgan win the Rumble.
Here's what I will say about Roman Reigns winning the Royal Rumble. I personally enjoyed it. I didn't find it to be all that bad. What I will say is this. What this proves to me is that what he said on the Pat McAfee show, you got to take it with a grain of salt. And I say that because it's the Pat McAfee show. Pat McAfee literally works for the WWE. If you don't think that they're going to push storylines on there, I think Roman Reigns, partly Joanna Hawaii, was speaking. But this is, I think, to further a story that could potentially unravel itself later on. Roman Reigns winning the Royal Rumble, and what he said at the show, at the Pat McAfee show, he's not wrong.
He's not.
You guys just said that he just went 2 years without the title. I'd argue that ever since he lost the title, the product has taken a dip.
And that's a problem.
And I'll tell you why. When Roman Reigns was the world champion, there were several stories, and I don't really like Roman Reigns. I don't. When the title got taken off Roman Reigns, actually, I'll even talk about his title reign. When he was the champion, there seemed to be competition in the roster. There seemed to be people that wanted to dethrone Roman Reigns because he thought he had this political power almost over everybody else. That he's this final boss, that he's this grandiose figure that stands above everybody else. And everybody wanted to take him down, which is why I believe the roster worked a lot harder. I think ever since Roman Reigns has lost the title, I believe that the roster got super complacent. Cody Rhodes isn't really the guy a lot of people make him out to be. He's just another main eventer. And the fans, obviously side with him. But is Cody Rhodes really good for WWE? Is Cody Rhodes really that good of a company guy, like, head of the company guy? The product has gotten worse with him at the helm. We've just come off what a lot of people will call one of the worst creative years in the company's history. And Cody Rhodes was QB1. And there's no good creative things coming out of it because of that reason. But when Roman Reigns was up top, he was creating captivating storylines that even when he wasn't there, they branched off of whatever he was doing. Cody Rhodes can't do that. Cody Rhodes had a failing storyline with Drew McIntyre. And it failed poorly. Roman Reigns wouldn't do that. Did Roman Reigns have a failing storyline with Drew McIntyre? If anything, he made Drew McIntyre feel like the largest thing in life. The receipts are there, folks. Clash at the Castle 2022 is one of Roman Reigns' biggest matches before he faced Cody Rhodes.
Is the Bloodline killer story that started last year not a failed Drew McIntyre storyline?
Wasn't that towards the end of the ring?
They never really expanded on it, and it was really only a thing for like 2 weeks until they
Hold on.
kinda dropped it.
He literally told Solo he's gonna go after her no matter who wins that fucking tribal match, and they still haven't fucking done it. It's a failed storyline.
But here's the thing. Based off of like what Roman Reigns is saying on the Pat McAfee show, he's not lying, man. They like he gave everybody 2 years. He gave Triple H and the creative team 2 years to build stars, and they realistically haven't built anybody. So if you're telling me that they built Cody Rhodes,
how can they build a star when he's not there?
So here's my question. Here's another question. Hold on.
That's not really his issue.
Wait. But that's wrong. Because if he's there, then hold on. If he's there, right, he's basically taking up shine from other people.
And that's not his job. He's a performer.
And here's my question. In order to fix that problem of building new stars, you give Roman Reigns the Rumble win?
Well, here's the thing: is based off prior knowledge, when he had the title, the company was in a way better place with him as champion.
And the Pat McAfee stuff, I think he said it after he found out he was winning the Rumble. I think that's what happened, and that will cause him to say what he said.
I think he's also in character, man.
Well, that too.
I'll be honest with you. I think he's in character.
But I also think that's why he can get away with it, because his character.
No, it's still bad that he said that, and they just proved his point. Yeah, I'm looking at it as our point of view.
Okay, fair.
Yeah, he just said it, and then hours later, hey, Roman Reigns is your winner.
Yeah, because if we didn't know, yeah.
And also, this is wrestling. Shit can happen at last second.
We've been hearing about the fact that Roman was going to win the Rumble for months because the rumor was that Sami Zayn was going to win the Rumble, and that Roman came in after he got done with Street Fighter and was like, no, I want to win the Rumble. And he just won the Rumble.
Well,
here's what I will say, and
I don't want to make it seem like it was Roman's fault.
Because I do believe
it's Hunter's fault.
Yeah, I think the blame could be at
it is Triple H's fault, because you should have been told, "Nah, sit your bitch ass down, and you gonna work this."
I'm gonna be honest. I think we're pointing the finger at the wrong person, and Ghost, you're gonna hate this, but I think this is all Seth Rollins' fault
for being injured. Yes.
I think Seth Rollins and Roman.
Well, my thing is though, why do you have to panic so much when something like that happens?
That too.
Everything has to change. Like everything.
Yeah, no, that is one thing that I'm gonna give partial fault to Seth Rollins, because I'm pretty sure the match was obviously supposed to be Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns in the main event of WrestleMania. Whether that's for a title or not, I mean, that's left to be desired. I think the whole vision stuff, I think it's still ongoing. I don't think the vision is typically broken up at this point right now, had Seth not gotten hurt. But then again, I think creative, whenever things like this happen, and I'd like to take it back to 2016. John Cena got hurt. Seth Rollins got hurt. I forgot who else got hurt during that span of time, but like
I guess
Finn Balor. No, I'm talking like before the Rumble.
Before the Rumble?
Yeah, because remember going into Mania, they had a bunch of injuries. The WWE has always been known to be bad when there's a bunch of injuries that typically go on. This time around, there's not really a lot of injuries. It's just really Seth Rollins.
It's really Rollins, and he played a very big part of it.
Yes.
And I've been vocal about this. I thought what he did was fucking stupid. Why are you doing that when you're about to be on top of the company? I already put the blame on Rollins.
Why are you randomly deciding I want to be 2000?
I want to be an idiot today.
No, not even. I'm like I want to. I'm feeling like 2004 Chris Benoit on this random ass Saturday in Saudi fucking Arabia.
Here's the people that I will easily blame for this whole situation. Obviously, most of the blame is going to go to Hunter because, like Tommy said, why are you panicking this bad when something like that happens?
Yeah,
you need to get a grip. Rollins, obviously, and just those two, honestly, but mostly Hunter.
I feel like Rod, you are 100% right because I mean Seth's injury led to a lot of it, but at the same time, some things like I'm high right now, so I can't think of a third beat right off the bat, but like I feel like he over like changed booking. I feel like.
Well, this isn't new. That's what I'm trying to say. Is like this
okay, fair. All right, bad.
And like I that's why I brought up 2016 where Triple H literally won the Rumble for absolutely no fucking reason. And I think we're seeing the same thing now where like the company's kind of in like this state of panic where they had to go to Roman Reigns. But what I will say is this, because while a lot of people don't really want to see Roman Reigns as champ, I think there is a captivating story to the sense of, and this is obviously going to play a big part. If Roman Reigns is to win that World Heavyweight Championship and Cody Rhodes is to win the WWE Championship, I think a power struggle between both champions could serve very well for the product of the company. Because both of those guys at the top on opposite sides of each other as world champions. And like I said, this all purely depends on the schedule of Roman Reigns. And I'm not saying that Roman Reigns needs to be on the show every week. I'm not saying he has to wrestle every pay-per-view.
I'm what? Fuck is you talking about? Yes, the fuck I am.
Look, we've already seen it with Cody. Cody Rhodes didn't even wrestle every fucking week, and whatever.
Which was another problem, by the way.
And you know, CM Punk as of recently has been wrestling a lot more.
Yeah. That's another problem.
But I'm not saying he has to be there every week or whatever. But I think there has to be a sort of thing where the product can get better if those two guys are world champions, for the simple fact that I think there's a story that you can tell between the two of a power struggle. And I think one champion trying to one up the other, especially those two guys being the top two stars in the company, I think could make for very compelling storytelling. I think had you had done the same thing back in the day, if you had two titles back in the day where Stone Cold Steve Austin and The Rock were champions at the same time, I think it would also make captivating television as well. Like I said, the thing that needs to happen here is Roman Reigns does actually need to show up. Now, whether that happens or not,
he won't.
I guess we will see.
He won't. I'm letting you know.
Right but in the possibility that Roman
might
Reigns,
not out of spite for Triple H.
Tommy, I'm so sorry that CM Punk is gonna have to carry another bill. I'm so sorry.
Hey, we're used to this. We do this.
Who knows,
Rollins did too. Relax.
Who knows though? Maybe Roman Reigns for the road to WrestleMania does work a little bit more. I mean, I will say this, and you can probably say this too, Ghost. He showed up a lot in that last month or so of a stretch to WrestleMania.
During the fucking but there was still a lot of times where he was where some of the segments would have been better if he was there. That's a problem.
True. But I think that final month stretch,
that was good.
There. Like he was. I think if we can get something like that, and look, this has obviously been a story that they had been telling. If I were the WWE, me personally, with Roman Reigns being the Royal Rumble winner, I wouldn't even do Roman Reigns and CM Punk.
What?
Because I think there's two compelling angles if you were to do Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre and you were to do Cody Rhodes versus CM Punk.
Now
Especially
Cody Rhodes.
And
yeah,
Especially Drew
this is
McIntyre.
where I
Oh,
believe there, and you see, this is why I love the concept of it, because you don't know which one's gonna main event night 2.
and here's my
And
thing.
obviously one would say, oh yeah, it's Roman Reigns and Drew McIntyre. But you could say the same thing for Cody Rhodes and CM Punk.
And that's what I want to say. Cody Rhodes and CM Punk has been a match I've wanted to see. So I don't know about doing it right now, but continue.
And Cody Rhodes and CM Punk is a match that has been built on for a very long time.
Absolutely.
Obviously, they haven't even faced each other yet. I just think both of those matches, you automatically have yourself the 2 main events of each night. It's just a matter of which night is, which night is which one at, and that kind of goes on the basis of which one can get hotter in the next 2 months or 3 months or whatever. And I think that's how you go about it.
So basically, hold on. Basically, what I'm going to try to sum this up to make it simple for me. When Cody wins the Chamber, which he most likely will, those 2 feuds are going to be fighting to see who's going to main event night 2.
That's how I would do it.
Yeah.
I think
Okay.
it's going to create
That's
for the
fair.
most
Yeah.
That's fair, I guess.
captivating, like, if I'm being honest, those are the 2 biggest main events you could even possibly do. There's another one I would even throw out there, but I don't think it's gonna happen, and that's Io Sky and Rhea Ripley.
Oh yeah,
But
that's a good women's match. Yeah.
I just, that one is a little too soon for me now, especially judging off the fact of what I seen last night. I don't think those 2 women are gonna break up anytime before WrestleMania. I could be wrong. We could be getting trolled right now, and Io Sky gets, betrayed by Rhea Ripley in the next couple of weeks or whatever.
Who knows?
But if we're really looking at, okay, because WWE obviously likes to look at it through a lens of which 2 matches can give us the most money or which 2 matches are the biggest. That's simple, man. I mean, Roman Reigns and Drew McIntyre, having Drew McIntyre finally getting that win over Roman Reigns, and then Cody Rhodes and CM Punk, I don't care who wins. I just want to see the match.
50.
I think it's such a 50. I think that match is such a 50-50 match that I don't think anybody would care who wins.
So I also want to say this back to your power struggle story. It sounds like something that could be cool, but that just goes back to the problem not being able to build new stars. Just keep proving their point more, and that's kind of sad.
I do get that, but I also believe at this certain time, and you can even say this goes like, Braun Breaker's not ready.
No, I'm not talking about Braun. I'm talking about literally just anyone.
Braun Breaker's not ready to main event a night of WrestleMania yet. I don't know if he has the promo capabilities to build up to a WrestleMania to realistically sell you on a big time match. Obafemi, sure, possibly. But I just think the whole thing of throwing Obafemi into a WrestleMania match only 2 months into his WWE main roster career is kind of crazy for me. Trick Williams, another one.
He doesn't.
No.
Gunther. That's the
Gunther is the only one.
And that's the guy who I wanted to win. That goes back to my other point. You killed all these careers and you're not winning the. I don't know.
That's true.
And
Jacob,
look,
I can see Jacob fought too, yeah, but I don't think they're gonna pull the trigger.
I'm gonna be honest, Ant. I'd have to see Oba build up a story to a SummerSlam first before I'm deciding to give him a WrestleMania main event.
But like I said, I felt like Gunther was the best newer star choice, but they just decided to go with Roman. Meanwhile, we're basically building up Gunther again and having him kill these careers.
And I know people will probably bring up Batista, right? Batista, before he main evented his first WrestleMania, had already competed with a slew of main event talent, and even being a part of a main event level faction like Evolution, he was already getting the reps. And he was good and and all, but I'm not putting Obafemi in a WrestleMania main event if I'm not seeing what he can do on the main roster already. Like NXT is different, and I get it. He's great, but I'm not. It's too soon for me. I'll be honest. And Jacob, I'm tempted. I'm tempted because I think the guy is really damn good. Can talk on the mic, and that's a tempting one. And you know what's another tempting one? Because this is one thing that you didn't touch on, Zay, and it pisses me off. What the fuck are we doing with LA Knight?
Mm.
I didn't touch on that for a reason, because give up on LA Knight. What are we doing? Are we over this yet?
No, Zay, we're over it, but it's just like it's not crazy to still say what are we doing? Zay, hold on. What does LA Knight not have to be a main event star?
The better question is, what does he have to actually be a world champion?
He has great mic skills. He's good at ring. He has the charisma.
He's over the crowd.
He
has
crowd.
Yeah, Zay, that was kind of crazy. I'm not gonna lie.
This is what I'm saying. Like, bro, he literally checks off all the boxes, bro.
He does.
He checks off all of them, especially the mic work.
It's just not enough. You feel me? Give up on LA Knight. That's my.
I give it up on him. Yeah,
that is my agenda for 2026. It is time to give up on LA Knight.
I've already given up.
TNA type of talent. He's not an AEW type of talent. LA Knight is the TNA type of guy.
Yeah. Eli Drake need to take his ass back to NWA. You feel me?
Again, I get it. I've already given up on him, but it's just like, bro, this could have been another time for it too. Knight versus Punk with Knight being a tweeter. Oh my god!
I will see that man on NWA Power in a couple months. Oh, brother
Christ!
If his contract is up soon.
Yo, Jey Uso, go to NWA Power.
So as of December of 2025, he has several years left on his contract.
Then maybe that nigga got to go to MLW. You feel me? I don't know what he's gonna do.
He signed an extension at the end of 24, so that there could honestly be like 2 to 3 more years.
And a lot of people did, but it's what we do. That
would have been. I was telling Jay, I think that would have been one of the wins that
everyone would be happy about.
Yes,
that's what Lop said on this TikTok, by the way. Shout out Lop.
And look, it would have been one that people wouldn't have expected. And it also would have been one people would have been really happy for. When you give him that type of return, right? He goes ahead, he throws out Bronson Reed, Austin Theory, whatever. I'm starting to thinking to myself, okay, well, maybe they're going to do something with him here. And then I see him, co-eliminate Brock Lesnar. I'm like, okay. And he gets eliminated by Cody Rhodes almost just a minute or two later.
That's Cody Rhodes.
And it's so frustrating because how many times does Triple H have to put him through a struggle? And what's so crazy is Triple H had a press conference that said, "Oh, good things comes to those who wait," and it's like, well, LA Knight and and LA Knight fans have been waiting for years, for 3 years at this point, and honestly, we thought that him going back to LA Knight and not being Max Dupree was going to be a good thing for him. And sure, there's been spurts of moments that have been good. Him winning the U.S. title at SummerSlam 2024, that was a huge moment. And we haven't really moved forward since that point.
Which is sad, but
what
we do.
And look, the least you could have done was put him in the Final Four. If you're not going to give him the win, put him in the Final Four. I promise you people aren't complaining about LA Knight and,
and if you are, you need to get a grip.
If he was in the Final Four, I promise you a lot of people out there would be
who was in the Final Four? Roman,
Logan,
Paul, and then
Randy Orton.
Okay, yeah, Randy Orton, that's fine.
But look,
get rid of Logan for Knight, bro. Come on, man.
Logan Paul has been in 3 Final Fours. 3!
It's what we do.
3.
It's what we do.
2023.
Yeah.
You see, and he didn't compete in 2024, but best believe had he been in that match, would have been in the Final Four, right? So no 2024, 2025, he was in the Final Four, and last year he was in the
I like
last year he was in the
Logan.
Final Four.
I like Logan. I do. But
Did he
yeah.
deserve to be in that final?
Oh,
Don't
Oh.
start, Zay. Don't start.
I'm not.
They be real,
I'm
bro.
not. I'm not.
By the way-
I'm being so dead. Logan Paul is being overused by Triple H in a lot of ways.
Thank you. Get him out of the. Get him out of my faction.
got it.
Thank
Nah,
you.
leave him in the vision.
Not my.
Yeah,
Hey,
bro.
don't get him.
Yeah, bro.
Don't get him out. Don't get him out of the fact. I actually.
No,
what
Yeah,
I
no,
think-
leave him in the vision.
I think Logan Paul being in the vision is a good thing. It
Oh
surrounds
my
him.
God.
It surrounds him around people
Yeah.
he could actually learn
Yo,
from,
Tommy.
right? Who
Yeah.
aren't too crazy.
You bet.
You know, he could still. There's something to learn, and it gets him on TV full time, so he can get his reps in and get better. I
Zay.
think.
Yeah.
By the way,
Yes.
sorry to cut you off. He's low key full time.
That's-
He been so.
yo,
He been so. Hey,
yo, I've been saying this since last year.
Here we
At
go
the start-
again.
At the
It's
start
been
of
2
last
months?
year, I'm about
2
to
months
say,
straight.
bro, I was saying this at the start of last year. I said, "Yo, watch, Logan's finna be full time in 2025."
Yo,
And
Ed, you
niggas
good?
was bullshit. They's like, "He's not full time. He's not full time." I'm like, "Yo, he did out of 52 weeks. Logan Paul did something on TV at least 40 of those weeks,
I
right?"
was about to say he has closest full time you can say.
But he's
About
been
to say, yeah.
full time
But like,
since
this
since
year,
the
niggas can't say shit about 2026.
No, I'm
He's
supposed to-
been on TV
Yeah.
every fucking week.
and wrestling
and
quite frequently.
look.
Hey, I will
look.
say for that crowd that like, oh, Logan Paul's not full time. Since he got put together with the Vision,
He's there
check
every
the
week.
receipts. He's there every week. Hey, I would be. Look, I'm mad about him being in the Final Four. I am, but let's say an opportunity comes around later this year that like he's in a big time match, potentially challenging for a world title.
Yo, bro.
I wouldn't care because he's putting in the work.
Yeah.
The guy is becoming an actual full-time talent.
This Logan Paul
Jey
that
Uso's
we've
put in the work, and that
seen
shit was
from
ass.
like maybe I want to say SummerSlam of last year to now to like really lock it in for a time frame. This is the Logan Paul that should have got the U.S. title run.
Yeah, not that first. No,
Yeah.
if he's had the U.S. title right now,
Yo,
I
bro.
promise you, people would probably like it a lot more than whatever because he wasn't showing up, and that was the issue. But now he's completely locked into WWE. And guess what?
He's been
Like,
saying that, and that's the crazy. I was trying to tell people, I was like, yo, the reason Logan Paul's not on TV as much is Triple H because Logan is so vocal about wanting to go full time and be a full wrestler. And now we're seeing that. Now we're seeing him show up every week. He's wrestling 70% of the time. You know what I mean?
this is every two.
He
every 2
shouldn't-
weeks.
He shouldn't have been in the Final Four, but I do think like he had a solid role in that Rumble. He just should have been eliminated around the time LA Knight came in. Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
After that, we're
Hmm.
good. You could keep running him with the Vision. You keep running him with his faction.
No.
Yes.
His faction.
Yes.
Yes, his
By the
faction.
way, I kind of want to go a little bit into
Wait.
The mask- Go ahead.
Wait. Logan Paul is the Vision's faction.
Yes.
Hey man, the same
No
way
problem.
I would, bro. If we were talking about Bronson Reed, I would have said keep him with his faction.
Oh, okay. You meant it that way. Oh,
Yeah, like it's
okay.
he's in the faction, dog. Like,
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Um,
Anyways.
Another thing, look, I kind of want to. It's been speculated about whoever's in the mask. Some people are saying it's Jake Paul,
Absolutely.
Yo, bro.
like just by facial features and stuff like that.
I tell you a few things. One, Jake Paul's on too many steroids to be that safe, right? Unless he cleansed his entire system in the time from now and from the time Anthony Joshua broke his face until now, that's not Jake Paul.
Then again, I kind of could see it being Logan Paul.
I will say.
Nah, the beard was too.
Plus, I
Black.
think Logan Paul is also that fucking jacked. It couldn't be him either.
Right. I do think it was Seth.
What, in there?
Would that be sad?
Wait, but Seth doesn't have a freaking like ginger beard.
His beard wasn't ginger. That was a black beard.
No, it wasn't. That was
No,
like
it was
a
a- it was a-
blonde.
it was
It
a
was like a
ginger-
blonde type
Yeah,
of
it
beard,
was like
bro.
ginger blondish.
That
Look
is
back at the
not
picture.
Rollins.
I'm gonna have to. Someone's gonna have to throw me a picture because I could have
Hold on,
sworn.
hold on.
Let me see if I can find the picture.
Go-
Let
go
me
ahead,
see.
Try to find it. Go.
Because I'm telling you right now, it was like a blonde.
It was like a
beard.
ginger. It's like a ginger blondish beard.
It was for me. It definitely looked very Sethy.
That.
While he finds this, how did you feel about Alien Dragunov?
Oh,
Getting-
brother.
Getting
I
absolutely
hated
thrown
that.
out.
Oh my God.
Bro,
I hate.
Got it.
uh,
I've
I
got it.
got it too.
Brock did not have to bitch him like that. He could have
really
took a
did.
few. He could have took a few and then started like charging.
Zay,
up to
Right,
that's
here it
a Seth Rollins beard. I also sent it to him on Discord too. That's
Hold
a
on.
Seth Rollins beard, bro.
That.
That
that is
looks
not
like-
Rollins.
That looks like a whole lot of
Wait.
things.
Can you zoom in, Lee?
Seth Rollins. Hold on, I'm taking a look.
Zoom in.
Good morning football. Hold on, I need a picture.
That's not. Yeah, that's a ginger beard.
Unless this nigga
on.
decided to dye
Hold on,
his
hold on.
fucking beard,
Hold on, let me.
that
bring
is
it up.
not Rollins.
Hold on.
Yeah, zoom it on Rod.
Oops.
I'm looking at it right here. Hold on.
Zay, please
Rod,
tell
bring the
me.
picture back up.
Unless this nigga dyed his beard,
Look,
that's not him.
yeah, I don't think that's him.
I'm
It's a ginger beard.
I'm still
Fucking
feeling
Nathan Frazier, that'd be funny.
Like, no, I'm feeling like.
Hey man,
okay, look,
Nathan
look,
got
look.
it like that. Come on, no hate.
Okay, okay, hold on. Because I'm gonna pull up. I'm gonna try to pull a picture of stuff.
Wait,
real
why
quick,
is
right?
the Saudi guy behind him looking at him like he about to murk him with that shit on his head?
Dude, that could
Wait.
dead ass be Nathan Frazier. Yo, that could dead ass be Nathan Frazier.
I don't. Yeah, I be honest. I don't know who that is. It could just look. It could be a plant. I'm gonna say.
Okay. I don't think we're supposed to look too closely at the face, per
Yeah.
se, but I do think it's going to be.
To be
Seth.
Seth. It's gonna be.
Oh
really
yeah,
Seth,
oh
for
yeah.
sure.
eventually.
Okay.
Yeah, what
Um,
was going on with the eyebrows? What the fuck?
Look,
Yeah, I
here's
don't
my
know.
thing, right?
I
They
don't wanna know
definitely,
either, man.
they definitely tried very hard. That's why I'm thinking it might just be skin because the eyes are so blacked out that there's literally just eyeballs.
Yeah.
It's almost creepy. It's almost creepy.
Bro, look like a demon, like like some weird.
God, bro.
Man, I gotta give a shout out to Royce Keys, man.
Oh my! How do we forget about that nigga?
Bro.
But
Look.
by the way, I just want to say I'm kind of I'm kind of scared because I think he's gonna get stuck in the. And I love Damian, man. Oh, he's gonna get stuck into a feud with Damian Priest as his
Dude,
first.
right.
Here's-
Also, I will say this. Zay, I don't know if Zay will agree or not. This style fits him better than AEW
It definitely
right
does
now.
a little bit.
as of right
Yeah.
now.
You can tell he wanted to tell stories in AEW with the Power Book of Hobbs and everything, but it just wasn't.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's just not how it works in the company, I guess. Or maybe it's just
Crazy
fucking- I don't know.
presentation, by the way. Pyro.
I think no.
Glory.
I think with the Book of Hobbs and all that, I think that was just a matter of like not being able to pick up the momentum he needed to really have that make sense, right? Some of it was definitely a little bit out of AEW's range for the time. Like I don't think like in the time frame he was doing the Power Book of Hobbs or whatever. I do think that was a little beyond AEW's capabilities. That's something they could probably pull off now, but I do think WWE is the better place for him. I do think he gets stuck in Damian Priest vortex, unfortunately. I'm hoping he doesn't, but I do think he does. And I don't know who in that production office decided they wanted to have some balls last night. But whoever decided to like slightly remix his original like AEW scene from when he first debuted,
I
and
knew
then-
it sounded familiar.
right, and then have it break into his new name. You got some balls, my nigga.
I knew
You
it sounded familiar.
you knew
Damn.
you were doing something with that. You knew you was doing something with that because you know that little gong that played with the powerhouse Hobbs thing. You know that's not his theme. They crafted that purposely for the reveal of the new name.
I thought it was nice.
I thought, yeah. I will say this about the
It
Rumble
worked.
entirely. Presentation was great. The stage was
worked.
great. The pyro was great.
I'm about to say it was
The
all
atmosphere was great.
spectacular.
Yeah,
I'm just saying, whoever in the production office made that choice, you got some balls.
I wonder if this is gonna be a thing going forward with WWE. If like, if they get AEW guys to come over.
Oh, they are most certainly doing that.
I wonder.
you know how petty
They're
can
gonna
get.
do that.
You know how petty they can get, bro. It's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm. Especially
man.
since from a quality standpoint right now within the wrestling landscape, they're on the back foot.
Who? AEW?
No.
No.
I was say.
What is wrong with you?
I was confused where he was going with that for a
No,
second.
MJF is your world
Right.
champion, buddy.
I'm about to say right now, from a fan perspective, WWE's on the back foot, and AEW really is pressing them for people's attention. And with
Every
the quality
Wednesday,
that they're
8
doing.
o'clock on TBS and HBO.
Like, you can't say.
AJ
I
Styles
heard,
will be
I
there.
heard somebody was like, "Oh, the rest of Dynamite outside the main title picture was ass." You're lying to
No.
yourself.
No.
You're lying to yourself.
No.
You're lying,
That's
No. No.
That's
bro. No matter how you feel about like FTR tag team,
Ugh.
cool. You don't.
that
you
may
don't-
be the lowest
Right.
part.
Right. If you don't like
Got it.
FTR, you don't like FTR. Personally, I kind of do fuck with FTR. So I don't mind them as tag champions. Do I agree that maybe another team should be champions right now? Yes. But I'm not mad at it because FTR has really fucking good tag team matches.
And I think they always do this with me. Like right now, they are shooting from all cylinders. But I know you said people be saying that it's all because of the main event scene. But I don't think that's true at all. I think it's all across the board right now, cooking from all
I was
cylinders.
saying this earlier. Like, people love to talk shit about the TNT title, but if you're actually watching the product and paying attention to the stories that are being told, Kyle Fletcher gave that TNT title a shot in the ass it's never had before.
No, Chris Cage.
And I would even say right before when Adam Cole was having those open challenges and Kyle Fletcher was just gunning for him, I feel like that was even the time when the TNT title was starting to really.
I would say towards the end of Adam Cole's run, probably coming out of Dynasty, there was that rise with the TNT title where it was like, okay, this title's getting taken a little more seriously. Kyle Fletcher is gunning for it, right? Fletcher has a great run. They give it to a babyface that the crowd is well and behind, and then they give it to another wrestler who's going to carry it and have fantastic fucking matches, which is what the point of the title is.
And Chris Statlander as well, doing good things with the women's title.
She's doing pretty good.
I am finally glad we got someone else other than Tony Storm. Good fucking lord.
I will
That
also
grip
say-
she had on that belt.
I will also say this though. I think Willow Nightingale is.
Oh, yeah, she's doing great too.
Yeah.
I know Chris Statlander is holding the big belt, but I'm gonna be honest. Willow,
Like you gotta give a lot of credit to like Mercedes and Tony Storm towards the end of last year where they understood like it's time. It is time.
Speaking of
like-
time, Mercedes will be winning the world title.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. Zay, you just made me think. I didn't even think about those two, but it's really honestly because of those two. Why
Yeah, they elevated the titles they had to such a point, and that's why I wasn't mad at Tony Storm getting the title again. It was because it was gonna lead to Mariah May being the one who carried it to the next level, like what Chris Statlander did. But then it became apparent Mariah was gonna leave.
No, I remember
they
that.
had to switch it up, but it's
They
okay.
So they're like,
switched it up
okay,
quickly.
so they're like, okay, let's get the title back on Tony, and we'll build someone else up.
Anyway,
So now it's at the point where you have Chris Statlander, amazing work there. Willow Nightingale with the TBS title, amazing work. The
That's
tag
a
team
team.
championships mean to me the women's tag team titles are important.
they're not
because-
doing bad. They're doing good.
No, because there's a feel for all these teams really gunning for it. Like Penelope Ford and Megan Bain on that ass.
Yeah.
On that ass.
Of course.
And they're low-key a trio because Marina Shafir still be backing them.
Which is also, and shout out to Marina Shafir, most improved.
Right.
Most most
Like
improved.
I'm telling you, Marina's taking that TBS title off of Willow. I'm not gonna lie.
Mm.
Willow's gonna have a great run, but Marina's next up. Her and Megan Bain, they next up for that title.
She's doing great.
So I would go back to cooking all cylinders. Remember when MJF got the belt? Everyone said it was going to be ass.
I don't remember.
And this is the hottest the division's been in a
Hey,
long
man.
time.
Ghost, I didn't say it was ass. I said it would be 100% Tony Khan's fault if for some reason MJF.
No. I'm talking about in general, Tommy. Did you not see the outrage that happened when he won?
Well, yeah, because you showed it. You told me about it. I was actually surprised, but again, when you look at the main event scene, it's like, how can Tony Khan fuck up a reign right now? There's so many top guys gunning for it. It just doesn't.
And he's about to fight Brody Lee for the. By the way, Brody Lee get a world title match. Finally, deserved.
Brody King.
Deserved. Okay,
I'm about to say, here's my thing. He's gonna beat
Brody King. Yes.
Brody King is gonna beat
Lord.
MJF on Wednesday, but he is losing in Australia. Let's be real, he's losing in
But
Australia.
that's okay though, because guess what?
It
built-
is.
Yeah, we got
I
Because
see.
it makes him
we got
look
more
good.
time.
Yes.
Exactly. We got more time building the other guys who are already
Then-
built, are already doing great, and then we got.
And then, like I was saying, in the background, you have Andrade and Kenny Omega for this week, right?
Oh
I
my
imagine-
god.
I
forgot about
imagine
that.
the match they're kind of looking for is Hangman and Joe to settle up that little part of it, right? And then we're looking at Omega versus Hangman. You cannot go wrong with this
Go
world
Hangman.
title.
Did
picture
you
right
already
now.
say Omega and Swerve?
That's not and then you still have
Go
that match.
Swerve.
You still have Omega and Swerve in your back pocket,
Nutting everywhere. Sorry.
even though Swerve just lost the
bro.
match that would have got him to this next level in this like mini tournament they got.
But I
going
think
on.
that's gonna play a part in story. I think he's gonna fuck
Yeah.
someone up because of it, and I think it's
Right.
gonna be Omega.
I think that ends up we kind of wind down to like maybe Kenny gets the title shot, right? I think Hangman's gonna get the title shot, but maybe Kenny gets it, and then we see Hangman and Swerve kind of chomping at the bit to get at who's ever next. The world title scene is in such a good picture. You have all of these things right now. The AEW is firing on all of these cylinders. They cannot go wrong with really any of their divisions right now. The only one you could maybe a little question about is the tag division. And I think it's pretty obvious that the Bucks are changing up their style to add a little bit of fire to that division. They're about to try to pull what Mercedes and Tony Storm pulled, right?
No, I completely agree.
What happened to my headset?
Agree. I think it is. Again, I just think it's one of those situations where
It's Lee's fault.
And another big thing too, and we may have to go back in time and really think about it, but I feel like this is granted Ospreay is still out. I don't think Cole's really coming back. But outside of that, and maybe a couple other injuries that I can't remember off the top of my head. But outside of that, AEW being healthy, we've been waiting for this for so fucking long.
You have a fully healthy roster where all of your main event guys and all the characters that you want to use aren't pulling no like bullshit storyline. They're fresh, they're clean, they're chasing the title, right? Like it's a healthy roster. It's also the best place they've been in a while, where you have everyone in position where you know there's not going to be anything going on that might fuck it up. Like, case in point, Mariah May last year with the women's title, where it was like, oh, she's going to go to WWE though. And it's like, fuck, that fucked up the flow for the women's division.
I was about to say that was probably the only down part, and then it makes sense. It was a down part because that was an abruption. That was a crazy like, oh, you are leaving us, okay. And
so
they rebounded great from that.
We got to repivot. You also have like, the choice Brian, retirement year where they were like, look, we want to put the world title on you before you retire, and that has to pivot. You have the pivot from Darby Allin going to climb Mount Everest, so he's not the one that's supposed to take the title off of Brian, right? You then have the situation where you're like, okay, now we have to figure out who's going to take the title off of Mox, since we have to put the title on a Mox. They're in a situation now where there's nothing that's going to fuck it up. Feel me? The Bucks are there. They're ready to do their work for the tag division. You have the world title scene that we cannot stop talking about at this point. The mid-card title scenes, whether it's Okada and Takeshita currently developing. He's
I
got a
don't
point.
looking back at it. I don't even.
Right.
I think it
I
did-
don't.
it served its
I
purpose.
think that's interesting because I think it's pretty clear to me that was a run that was never supposed to happen. Right.
Mhm.
The idea was Brian Darby.
Well, and my thing again.
Yes, it was. Yes,
You
it
gotta
was. Cook more.
But this is also just props to
Terrorism.
Tony Khan though, because the way when he saw that shit was started off real fucking rocky. We all seen that, but the way he pivoted, the way he made Hangman the vocal point, the way it's just
Right.
this is another kudos to Tony Khan in my opinion.
Yeah, that's the thing. He was like, okay, Darby can't take the title off of Brian. So we're gonna put the title on Mox, our stable force. Mox didn't really know what he wanted to do with this run. That's why we kind of got the weird way it began, right? And then Mox got his footing. So now everything's getting a little better, right? And now Tony understands, okay, we're pivoting to Hangman. I think that pivot happened a lot earlier than a lot of people believe, right? I think after he realized, okay, Darby's climbing the mountain, he can't take the title off of Brian. We're going to put the title on Mox. We're going to have Hangman take the title off of Moxley. Because obviously he knew if Darby can't take the title off of Brian, he can't take the title off of Moxley.
Well,
And it was like, okay, Hangman was our reset point.
Yeah,
That was the true point where Tony was like, okay, everything is where it needs to be, right? And it's been nonstop since. They have not missed at all.
I don't think so.
That's the reason WWE, because at first they were like, oh, AEW's kind of slipping. Let's counter program. Let's try to push them a little more. And they fucked up because AEW turned up the heat and WWE was quickly like, they cooking us. Let's
ever
stop.
since they turned up the heat, I had no problem paying for their pay-per-views. I swear to God. I swear to God, I'm not even joking. I've been paying for their shit.
But and another thing I will also say, and the reason why I noticed this from Tony Khan is because all these fucking belts he got. But to kind of prop his head up, all these belts, every single one of them, and like Zay said, the weakest one right now may be the tag division, but even that new random ass national title has a direction. They have a story.
Even that one.
With Jack Perry. So that's another thing that I was worried about. Tony Khan's gonna overdo with these titles. He's not gonna be able to book all of them, but because he's booking all of them, I think it's benefiting the show. And also, I think
not
how
even
old
to
is
mention,
AEW?
it's
How old is AEW?
AW is going on their 7th year
years?
this October.
Seven?
7th year this October, yes.
I think Tony
No,
Khan.
or 7 years technically because they
Seven?
started in January, but
Okay.
7 years in May from their first show.
Okay, and I'll say this: Tony Khan has finally, in my opinion, he's finally understanding booking a full week of solid television.
Yes.
And again, you guys like took him long enough. I don't think you guys understand how hard this job is. It's gonna take anyone years.
And that's what I'm saying. You also have to give it credit that Tony didn't really start booking until like 2021, 2022.
Because at first it booked itself. The show booked itself at first.
Essentially,
I mean, let's be
like,
real.
like you would put characters in there and they would figure it out.
Yeah.
Right? Or you had somebody like Cody Rhodes backstage kind of pivoting out the pieces for what he wanted to do, or the Bucks kind of working out what they wanted to do. You had the elite story that was kind of made by Kenny and them, so Tony wasn't really booking much of that. So you give it like 2021, 2022, that's the real, like, okay, Tony now has to do this. So it really only took him like 3-4 years. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Right? The only reason we're so hard on Triple H in his like 3rd year booking the main roster is because you booked NXT for like 6.
Facts.
What do you booked NXT from 2012?
I think NXT is just easier to book, clearly, because
like
Shawn Michaels is making it.
19.
Yeah, because Shawn Michaels is making it look effortless.
Well, it's not really because of that. People are hard on him because he booked 2023 and 2024 so well.
That too.
Yeah. That's a big.
There's already 2 years that you can already go back to.
Yeah, like you can see you understood the flow of your job. And That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like for
It's-
2025 to have like that bad of a year, people look back like, wait, we just had 2 great years, and then you're telling me this is what we're getting this year?
Right, and then you flip the channel and you're seeing that like they're figuring it out. They're getting into a real flow that's actually genuinely entertaining. Where every championship, like Tommy says, has a story, and it's not even just like one layer of a story. There's multiple outlets to every story. You see the Sisters of Sin chasing the women's tag titles, while Megan Bayne and Penelope Ford are chasing them. You see, Speedball Mike Bailey climbing up behind Jungle Boy for that national title.
Mm-hmm.
You see the 6 or 7 people in the world title scene right now. You're seeing a bunch of women in the women's title picture right now.
Did you already say Ciampa already? I mean, Kyle Fletcher's right back on his ass for that
Yeah.
TNT title too.
Yeah.
Like,
Ciampa
it's all across the board.
won the title last night, and Fletcher on that ass last night. Not to mention all the other people who have been chasing the TNT title for however long. You had
Briscoe
Davis.
had a fun reign too.
Yeah, you had Davis and Doyle come up out of the woodwork as a tag team to challenge FTR, and truthfully, I think while they lost on Wednesday, if Doyle doesn't get injured, they might have got the rematch and won.
I wonder what he does now, Davis.
It's very unfortunate because at first for Mark Davis, because you get injured, right? So they pivot and they put a little bit of single shine on your partner. And your partner blows the fuck up.
Huh.
Like,
so you can't even go back to that.
Unimagined. Like there's no way you're putting Kyle Fletcher back in a tag team. So now you try to put him like in the faction that Kyle Fletcher's in, but Fletcher's so far above him now, there's really no like connection to be made outside of like a potential possible like if Don Callis is feeling like he could throw Aussie Open at these niggas.
Jesus Christ.
But that's it. And now you get a new partner that you have a lot of chemistry with and that the fans are excited to see you with, and he gets injured.
Yeah, that's.
I don't know what he does now.
So now I think maybe Tony's best choice is to try to put that shine they did on Kyle Fletcher, maybe repeat it with Mark Davis, right? Except maybe find that cap for it so when Jake Doyle gets back, now it's just an elevation for the tag team, right? But who knows? I just think Mark Davis has some really bad luck, right? And it's a shame because he's a damn good wrestler. And Tony Khan is trying in any way he can to give something for Mark Davis.
Yeah.
Shoot. Well, is there anything else that you guys want to talk about before we get up out here?
Oh, really?
Oh man, what an interesting week it's been, you know.
AEW. No, I'm just playing.
No, you're right. You're right. AJ Styles will be there. You're right. Yeah, let him know, Becca. Yo, Tommy, she can still be yours for 1,200.
I promise you, there's nothing that WWE could give me right now that's any more exciting than Kenny versus Andrade this Wednesday.
Oh my God, that's gonna be amazing. Oh man,
nutty white wall.
Let me put this dog back before
my nigga. You could give me Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins versus John Moxley somehow, and I'm still gonna be like Kenny Omega and Andrade is wrestling this Wednesday though.
Nutting.
Oh, the dog's coming back. Wait, hold on.
No, I'm good, Rod.
Go back.
I'm good.
All right. Well,
all right, boys. That was a long streak.
Any last words that you guys want to say before we get up out here?
Day 2. I still hate Roman Reigns winning. Gunther should have won.
Go follow me on TikTok, YouTube. I've been grinding out on YouTube a lot, so really go fuck with me on there. Jay Castro type shit.
Oh, yeah, my boys Zay got posted about
you got some fights coming up, huh?
Yes, thank you. I definitely would not have promoted that. Appreciate it, Rod. February 21st, 20 days. I fight in Chicago, Illinois.
Hey,
Exactly 1 month later in Baltimore, Maryland, I'm fighting again. So March 21st, and then April 18th, London, England, the beautiful UK. Except they produced that little gremlin up there.
You pointed the
London.
wrong way, dumbass.
No, I didn't. On my screen, you're facing that way.
No, I'm above Ghost on my screen.
Anyway, right? London, England. You see me fight to become double champion, transatlantic championship.
Look at this guy.
It's beautiful. It's lovely. Your best featherweight. You're king of the featherweight. Your
Alright.
CEO and chairman of the fucking Ring Society. Let's go.
Is this the most active you've been? Like 3 fights in the span of what, like 2 months?
Yeah. This is a lot to handle at once. I'm not
Champion,
gonna
so
lie.
yeah.
It's a lot to handle at once. So yeah, but we do.
Already a
what we
better
gotta
champ
do.
than Pog.
all right, bro, come on,
Hey, you feel me? You feel me? Better champion than a lot of these guys.
bro.
All right. Before we get out, I just want to say this one thing about Zay's upcoming fight.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
He's about to troll you, bro.
He's gonna win his first 2,
Okay.
and then he's gonna come to the UK
Oh my God.
and get laid out on the fucking canvas.
You're not even gonna be there to watch it. So what's the point? Like what? End the stream. Get the-
Well, I would like to tell y'all he's talking shit, but he don't got $35 to buy a ticket.
It's only $35.
Zay,
Yeah.
It's gonna cost me a lot more than
Really?
35 just getting there.
Calm down.
Hey, that's your
Oh.
problem. You feel me?
Hold on, let's hold it right now.
Hey guys, can we ask Lee what the Liverpool Newcastle score was real quick? Wait, matter of fact, Johnny, how about we pull it up?
No,
Yeah. There we go.
Let's put that on screen. You want to talk shit?
look,
No barking, please. No.
Johnny, man.
Wait. Here we go. Hold on. There we go.
Shout
This
out,
is for
shout out my
Johnny.
boy Johnny. Even though he made me
Oh, wait.
edit for 2
Wait, wait,
days.
What does that
was
say?
That says 4. Hey, Lee,
Wait.
read the score in y'all's accent.
What does that say?
Lee, read the score.
4-1.
Okay, so it's 4-1.
Wait, but who won?
Liverpool, unfortunately.
Oh, man.
You saying they put 4 of them bitches on y'all?
Look, hey, all I gotta say is, at least the bum Isaac wasn't playing. He can go fuck himself.
Hey, that's not the point though. 4-1.
4-1 is
That's
crazy.
a-
Look,
We beat them in the League Cup final last year. That's good.
Oh, man, wait, you talking about last year?
Stop them from winning a
This is
double
right
trophy.
now. This is right
Just
now.
As we speak.
All right.
Tommy, you got anything else you want to say?
AJ Styles, I love you, man. That's it.
He can go fuck himself, by the way. Genuinely,
Oh.
can go fuck
Oh,
himself.
you
No, not you,
got
Tommy.
Oh,
dirty.
No, not you, Tommy.
Oh.
The guy Johnny mentioned. Bring that comment back up.
Oh, okay.
If he get, if he
TK
get
Masterclass. He can go fuck himself because the
Wow.
second that bum Isaac comes back, he's gonna go back to being a bench warmer
no,
when he
no,
could
but
have had a
hold
good
on.
Wow.
career
Hold
at
on.
Newcastle United.
Hold on, Lee though. He also said that y'all World Cup win is
it wasn't a World
speed
Cup
title.
win. It was a
Oh.
domestic trophy win. Domestic trophy.
Domestic. I don't watch soccer, my nigga. Speed title vibes. How you feel about that?
Speed title vibe is crazy.
Hey,
No
You got a
comment.
point. He put 4 on you. 4 of them bitches.
no, he did. The
One of
guy
those
he's
best
talking about there didn't.
collateral.
The guy he just mentioned there didn't. Wasn't even playing. He's injured.
1, 2, 3,
Oh.
4.
But
John Cena.
Take it out,
Well,
Lee. Take it out.
Anyways,
boy, I hope we play Liverpool in the Champions League. At some
club is
point.
the equivalent of Otis.
Yo, bro, that is
Yo.
Oh, wow.
crazy.
Okay.
I think that's a good place to end it. There we go.
Yo, Johnny, we are the richest club in the world for a reason.
Oh, Jesus
Actually,
Christ.
that's a bad
enough.
thing. That's a bad thing. We're the
There we
richest club
go.
in the world right now. That's
Yeah.
bad. I should have said that.
Anyways,
I just realized who we're owned. I just remembered who we're owned by.
we appreciate everybody showing up. We hope you guys enjoyed the stream. We will be back next Sunday, same time,
Huh?
same place.
Huh?
Oh
Huh?
wait, I lied. It's Super Bowl
Boy,
Sunday.
we're winning. We're
It's Super
winning.
Bowl. It's Super Bowl
Seahawks,
Sunday.
JSN, we're winning.
I almost forgot. We will not be back next Sunday,
We're
same
taking
place, same
another
time.
break.
So we will be back.
Wait,
in 2
hold on.
weeks.
Jock, don't run. Don't run. Hold on. There we go.
Oh wow.
I know it says division, but you know what I mean.
We will be back in 2
Don't
weeks.
run, buddy.
Same place, the WrestleSpot YouTube channel, same time. Hopefully, 5 p.m. Eastern. We are gonna get a week off. Shout out to WrestleSpot for the PTO.
Of course.
We are taking a week off to enjoy the Super Bowl. My team, the Patriots, will be winning. And
No,
we're gonna
they
end
will
off at
not
that.
No, they won't.
No,
we
they
are
will. No,
winning.
no, no.
We are
Seahawks are
winning.
winning. Seahawks
We
are
are
winning.
winning. The Patriots are
Seahawks
winning.
are
I will
winning.
catch you guys
Seahawks are winning.
in 2 weeks at 2
Dark
hours and 40
side has the
minutes and 1
ability to do
second.
unnatural
Thank
things.
you guys so much. We will catch you guys in 2 weeks with the
JSN
Patriots
better.
winning celebration.
No.